This is Kelley Wentworth from Survivor San Juan del Sur, and you're about to listen to one of my favorite sources for all things Survivor. This is Survivor Talk with D&D. So find your flint, grab a bag of rice, and all your fishing gear, and let the bartering begin. Take it away, D&D.
Thanks, Kelley. Hey, everybody. I am Dwayne.
And I'm David.
And we're just two best friends talking about the show we love, Survivor. And tonight we are joined by none other than Kelley Wentworth. Say hello, Kelley.
Hey, guys. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
I know it's going to be awesome.
So
how long ago, David, how long ago, because you're the one, David, who connected with Kelley first. Am I correct?
I think right after I posted that she was in my final three, she said, nice try. And that was the beginning of
No.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I didn't give anything away.
She did do that.
Oh, that's great. So we're joined tonight by Kelley. She's going to co-host. We're not going to interview her tonight, although we probably will ask her some questions. But this is all about season 30. We'll probably talk a little bit about season 29 if she's got some stuff to say. But we're going to look at this cast because I got to tell you, David, Kelley, this is a good-looking cast.
It is.
And this cast thinks they're good-looking, too. So
Yeah. We got some misogynistic fellas on this thing.
Big personalities. Definitely.
Oh, yes. So tonight we're going to take a much closer look. We've all watched the videos. We've all read things. And I know there's more coming out, but that just means next week's show will have even more information. But we're going to take a much closer look. And if you haven't heard it yet, go back and listen to the Who the Heck Are These People episode from last week. It's a good show. And if you're watching live, some of you are watching live. Hello out there watching live. If you want to get your comments on the show, just hashtag STWDD on the old Twitter feed. And I might get them on up there. Also, we have a live chat room going on. And someone's already saying Kelley is so funny. You haven't even made a joke yet, Kelley, and people already love it.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
They already love you.
I just looked in the chat room and I saw that someone noticed my Seahawks jersey. So
yes.
Go Hawks.
Yeah, and David's got the Seahawks flag up.
I know.
Nobody's here to listen to us. We understand. We know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, we do want to thank you for starting your Amazon shopping using our link on our website. We know you have lots of places you could do that. We appreciate you helping support us by doing that. And if you want to, you can nominate us for Best Entertainment Podcast on the Podcast Awards, podcastawards.com.
And for anything and everything D&D, you can go to our Facebook group, join it, and find out what's going on, which includes our preseason recording schedule, which is every Thursday leading up to the premiere on Wednesday.
That's right.
And, of course, you're already watching tonight's or listening to it, so you really don't need to be reminded of it. But next week, February 5th, is our listener feedback show, and we introduce the newest blogger to our website, Alex. He's been blogging for a while, but he's going to join our website.
That's right.
And then Thursday, February 12th, preseason roundtable with the Steve Helling from People Magazine and the Andy Baker from the Baker's Dozen on TrueDorkTimes.com.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more. We don't know. We'll see. And Thursday, February 19th, our final preseason podcast is the D&D Fantasy Draft.
That's going to be fun.
Fantasy Cast. Who wrote these?
Well, I thought I'd call it the Fantasy Cast.
Well, you should have warned me. Say, hey, that's not a typo.
By the way, this year, David, I'm going to kick your butt.
I have a strategy this year, which kind of worked last year, which I didn't have until this year, but I'm going to beat you again this year. Because not only are we going to do our fantasy draft, which we're calling the Fantasy Cast podcast, we're also going to make our picks for season.
Yes.
Our official lead, pipe, lock, done deal, concrete picks, which if you remember last year, they were so good.
That's right.
So if you want to make your picks, make them before you listen to our podcast, and then come compare yours to ours.
Yes. Kelley, you ought to participate in the Survivor Talk with D&D fantasy game. It's a lot of fun.
I know. I should. I heard you guys last season. It was pretty funny. And what are all the questions that you do?
We do crazy questions.
Yeah. You do. I know, it's so funny. I like the animal one last year.
Yeah.
Like how many animals are in this episode?
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, that was the Meekers challenge. Yeah, that was always as fun.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun for me listening.
I bet it was. See, it was fun for me beating Dwayne in the fantasy game because he was just getting more and more frustrated every week. So that was fun. I agree. That was probably one of the funnest segments I remember last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was a lot of fun. I'm glad you thought that. So, Kelley, before we get to season 30, let's go ahead and ask you, did you have a blast on season 29, or I know you got out too early, but
Oh, don't remind me about that. Come on. Yeah, it was a blast. I'm a huge Survivor fan. I've seen every season, so it was great. I had a good time with my dad. I do kind of wish I would have done it by myself. Dad, if you're watching, I totally love you, and we've talked about this, but it's just so hard to do with as a pair.
right.
So, yeah, but back to normal life, and it was awesome, and I would do it again tomorrow.
Hey, besides Jeremy, who else would have done better without their loved one?
Oh my gosh. Well, I know who wouldn't have done better without their loved one. Oh my gosh. I think Reed and Josh would have been fine on their own. They probably would have done a really good job. Obviously, Julie without her loved one probably would have done a better job, maybe.
You think?
I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of a big thing. So.
But on the other hand, I don't think
Julie.
she would.
Do I need to look at the cast picture from last year? Julie.
Yeah.
Julie.
Oh.
Really? Oh, come on.
I don't think she
Yeah.
would have even, but she would have never played. I mean, that's just.
She
I don't
probably
think so.
wouldn't have.
It's
You're
like,
right.
what?
But I think that having
There's
John
no way to
there-
get a pedicure out here. What?
Well, you heard my preseason thoughts on that situation, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so season 30, yay!
All right, let's talk about it. So, guys, we're gonna take it by tribe. All right. Because Kelley obviously doesn't want to talk about season 29 anymore. We're going to take it by
No,
tribe.
I do. It's fine.
Well, I did have one more question. Weren't
Okay,
you out
yeah.
there? Weren't you? And I apologize if I'm wrong. I'm not a Survivor savant. But weren't you
Okay.
out there at the challenge when one of the 20s, I don't remember which one it was, Natalie, I guess, went off on Rocker? Were you?
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
out there.
I
How
was there.
intense? How intense was that? And how
Yeah,
long
that
was it?
that was really intense, and they only showed a few minutes of that. I mean, that argument must have gone on for at least a good 10 minutes.
Wow.
And it was just a lot of yelling, and and then once one person got into it, and then the next person would yell, and we were all defending the people on our tribe because that's our family out there. But then you do have your loved ones on the other side, so it's like my dad's defending John, but then I'm with Natalie and Jeremy and all these other people.
Right.
So it was crazy, crazy.
Was it just Natalie and Jeremy, or was there anybody else?
Involved?
Yeah, from your tribe. I mean, going after him or saying stuff like that.
Oh, well, it started with Natalie, so you did see that. That is what
Yeah.
happened.
Right.
But, before that happened, Jeremy and Natalie at camp were talking about it, and Jeremy had told us who John Rocker was, so then we all kind of were like defending Jeremy and Natalie because their loved ones were gone, and we didn't know what was going on over there, but
Yeah.
that's your family, your tribe, so you have to defend the people you're with.
It was so
Yeah.
funny because your dad was really funny during that episode. I enjoyed watching him during that episode.
He was funny. John is on our tribe, and we will defend him.
And we're going to leave now, so we're just going to walk away from the situation. Come on, John. John, turn around.
I
Turn around, John.
know.
John, shut
know,
up,
yeah.
please. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
JT
it
Abba
was,
wants
it was pretty intense.
JT
Yeah.
Abba wants to know, Kelley. Well, I'll go ahead and put it up so you can see it. Kelley, are you excited for Tim Master to crash your Super Bowl party?
Oh yeah, I already sent him an invite. You guys know he's coming. We're gonna
All
party.
All right. Let's talk about the white collar tribe. These are the guys and
Yeah.
gals that own their own business or sit behind a desk. These are the one that Jeff Probst said were going to lie more than anybody else. I don't know why he felt that way. But let's talk about them. We're going to start with Carolyn Rivera. So take it away, somebody.
David, you
All right,
can
you want me
can start. You can start with her.
Well, I could say I liked her probably about the same after the video. She
Okay.
admitted to being kind of a hothead, that she could go off, and that could be fatal at any moment when you're playing Survivor. And that's what she was worried about. But I think, and this kind of relates to something we almost covered about 29, I think some people play better by themselves, obviously, And I think as a mother figure, not saying anybody else, I think she could play well if she plays the mother role, if she works that role. But this is going to be a unique situation because of her tribe. Her tribe is not made up of just kids. It's made up of white-collar people.
Right.
And the youngest person on there is a case study in himself. So, Mr. S, who we'll get to shortly. But I do like her. Mr. S. I don't know his last name. He's the youngest one. This is an older tribe, which is why I kind of like her chances. Yeah, Joaquin.
Yeah, you're talking about Joaquin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like her. I mean, I do like her. She's been married for 36 years. That's a commitment. That's dealing with one person for a while. And she's a mother and got successful kids. And I think she's got the personality type to do well. I think it's going to have to do with adapting to the surroundings and not going off on people.
What do you think about her being certified in Myers-Briggs? Do you think that helps her, hurts her? I mean, that's a good thing, right? Because she can, although they're not going to be sitting there taking a test, so I don't know how much it's going to help her. But she said she's certified in Myers-Briggs, so and teaches leadership.
So the only thing that worries me about her, and like I read her bio, I obviously watched her video, but she says people gravitate to me, but I can't make them angry, and I can be a leader, but I also have to watch what I'm going to say. So I'm just worried so many days in of her not having food and not sleeping, she's really going to have to control that.
Right.
I don't love her. I don't dislike her. I'm just kind of on the fence with her. But and again, like David said, her tribe, there's not really a ton of people on there that probably are going to want a motherly figure. So we'll see.
Yeah, we know Max is not going to want a motherly figure out there. And and Sharon's not going to want one. And Tyler won't.
Yeah, there's some alphas on this tribe. There's no
oh my gosh.
There's no see, I've already forgotten names from last season. Alex. There's no Alex or Wes on this tribe. There's alphas. This is a very headstrong. Maybe that's why Probst thinks they're going to lie, in the sense that they feel comfortable in lying. They're more comfortable in that because they're confident. Because of their level of education or whatever. But I know that we only get bits and pieces of their bios, but I'm just not real excited about my primary motivation for being on is the adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I don't consider sleeping outdoors and hardly eating for 39 days an adventure of a lifetime. I want to play for $1 million, but I'm like somebody else later in the game that says, I want the title. Right. I love this game and I want the title, and that's why I want to play. So I'm not holding that against her. I like her chances because I think she's got a decent tribe, this mature tribe. I'm just wondering if she can hold it together.
Yeah. One thing Kelley said plays into the clip I have of Carolyn. So let's go ahead and listen to the clip, and then we can comment on it.
Oh, I know I'm going to make good TV. I know because I know myself, and I'm going to want to go off on somebody, and then I'm going to have to really bite down hard and then quickly get to my confessional so that I could just rip them to smithereens.
But the question is, will she be able to hold it in?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Can she hold it in till the confessional? Great if you can, but if you can't, then tough.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, and it's so hard when you're out there, because I'm the type of person too, I want to say something if something's bothering me, which is why I make so many faces, which you saw in the few episodes I was in. So I do know without the food and the sleep, it's so hard to bite your tongue, and if she's already saying that she's going to run to the confessionals and do that, I'm just afraid for her.
Yeah, that's probably not a good tip-off if you get into an argument with somebody or a conversation and then you turn immediately to a producer and say, I need a confessional.
Yeah. Now.
I need to speak to the camera right now.
Right now. Yeah, exactly.
The camera or his face right now.
I need some alone time, please.
Okay.
She's just
now,
I'm so mad. Oh,
that's right. Yeah. She might be an asset, though, in the challenges if they can stand her, because she works out every day. I mean, you compete in mudders. True. That's tough stuff,
Yeah, she's a tough lady for sure. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't think she's first
and she's
off.
Super confident.
Yes,
no,
very much.
I don't think so.
I don't think she's first off on her tribe, though. I got my eyes set on somebody else, maybe someone else.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Dwayne, we need to ask that. We've had requests to ask who we think is going to be first off each tribe. So yes, keep ask that when we get to each person.
All right. Okay. All right. So are we done with Carolyn? Let's just be done with her.
Okay, I want to lead into Max because I have a question for Kelley, if you don't mind. Max is next, right?
Okay.
Hey, man,
Okay,
Max
good.
is all yours, David.
Max is. Well, here's my question.
Oh boy.
Because I'm going to throw in a few little season 29 tidbits, while we're at it. Was it true? Why do you think Drew was so bent on getting you out of the game? Was it what we saw, or was there more to it?
Well, Drew and I didn't really hit it off from day one. I think just by seeing the few episodes you saw of us together, we're very different people.
Mm-hmm.
Drew admits he's a mama's boy and he's taken care of, and she packed his suitcase, and that's not me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an independent woman. I do everything on my own. So we didn't hit it off from day one. And then, I think there were some of us that did talk about Survivor, and probably would have looked like we did know more than other people. But I think he just didn't like me. I don't know. I just didn't really stroke his ego. So I think
I don't understand how. We joked about it, but the last thing you said, I think, is partly true. This girl didn't come stand beside me and beg me to put my arm around her. That's what girls are supposed to do. I'm Drew.
Yeah.
So,
look at me.
Mm-hmm.
But
exactly.
That's my thing about Max. Max is obviously one of the smartest people here, especially when it comes to Survivor. Right. And I think there are also other smart people there who might catch on of how smart he is. And if his intelligence comes out too much in conversations or in certain areas, I think it can make him a target. I think that would be his greatest danger, is that if he comes off too strong as too savvy a player. I wrote down that his biggest challenge is going to be adapting to situations. Not coming on too strong, but being there to offer the Kim Spradlin role of what do you think? Trying to guide people to what he wants by making them think they're doing it. And I think he can do that, but I think his risk is being too smart about the game, because we obviously know how smart he is about it. So, but that's why I wanted to ask you that question about Drew, because that was one thing he mentioned, that you seem to know a lot about the game, and that scared him. He was scared.
Right. Well, when you've seen like 5 episodes, David, I mean, yeah, okay.
Watch out for the blonde chicks that know everything about Survivor.
That's right.
Drew walks in and goes, "Who's Jeff again? Jeff who? Oh, that guy.
Hey, why does that guy keep
Jeff
showing
Prop.
up? Yeah. Is he the prop man? Is that what it is? Okay.
Oh, that's terrible. Drew, no hard feelings.
I like Max. I think this guy has a really good chance of going far in the game. And if he can stop doing this guy definitely has something going with his beard. I mean, he loves. I love my beard.
He's
definitely
very proud.
He's definitely a very confident, very proud guy.
Yeah.
And David, I don't think that he's going to be too smart for the game. And one of the things that I like about him is he talks in his CBS video, and I'm going to play the clip of how he's going to approach lying. So let me play that, and this is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why I like him.
So happy. Yes.
All right.
People who try to tell lies about who they are and what they do, inevitably, at some point, with no food, no water, no sleep, and no caffeine, you're going to screw up. The lies I want to tell are going to be deeper in the game, and they're going to be about blindsides. They're going to be about the fact that I have an idol. They're going to be about my plans, my strategies for other people in the game.
Go ahead, Kelley. Talk about that.
Yeah, I'm so glad you played that, because I did write a note too. I wrote that line, and then I kind of put in a little parentheses like, so is he going to lie about his profession? Because he's saying that he's going to lie about other things down the road, but are people going to know him just because he's a huge Survivor fan and huge in the Survivor community? Like, is anyone out there that's the fan going to know who he is?
See, I don't know if they will. I'd be curious to see if he lies.
I don't know. I follow him on Twitter, and he's very, very vocal about Survivor and Survivor seasons, and he's definitely watched. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe no one will recognize him, but I'm just curious if he's going to keep quiet about the fact that he taught a class on this, or if he's, I don't know.
As far as anybody on this cast being the level of fan that actually listens to podcasts, gets on Twitter and tweets about it, more than your average fan. I don't know if we have anybody on here that would know him from that. Maybe. But, I mean, there's a really small percentage. Do what?
Yeah.
I can tell you some people in this cast that don't know him. And there's a lot that aren't. There's a few that aren't.
Okay, fair enough. But beyond that, he obviously knows the game, and it seems like he's very aware of what he's going to have to do and not do to stay in. I really like him a lot. I think he'll also probably be pretty good TV. So.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm really excited to watch him play.
I feel like.
Go ahead,
David. Okay, I feel like he'll be able to manipulate people really well.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
There's just something about him that I think he's going to be able to do that. So.
I've got him making Final 3, and I think his toughest competition to get there is going to be his own tribe. I think they're the people that could realize who he is or learn more about how he's playing the game. But I think the only person, I think the only way he doesn't make Final 3 is if he comes off too strong, and I think his own tribe would be the one to see that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all mind if I read his Why You Will Be the Sole Survivor? I really liked it. Well, it doesn't matter if you mind or not because I'm going to read it. I am a natural salesperson, and the product I am best at selling is myself. I aced every interview I've been in, received every job I've applied for, and sold hundreds of thousands of dollars of research to major companies or corporations. In recent years, I have consciously worked to hone my abilities to read, understand, and influence others, learning and refining new techniques that I've employed to great effect in my career and personal life. I have no doubt whatsoever that I will enjoy an equal level of success in Survivor. It's going to take some savvy players to take this guy out. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. This guy's good, in my opinion.
Well,
Mike K wants to. Yeah, well, maybe that's what David's saying. Maybe he's too good.
But this is the person I want to see play. I want to see Max be down in numbers 4-2 and watch him work. That's what I want to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Kelley, Mike K wants to know, he said Max was at the San Juan del Sur finale after party. Kelley, did you meet Max?
Only for a split second. I didn't really get a chance to have a conversation with him or anything. There were a lot of people there, so.
Yeah. So you probably don't remember Mike K either.
Yeah, I do. I remember he was wearing a shirt. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was, and he took pictures with every single person there.
I know. He's awesome. I did meet him.
He's actually really awesome. He's a huge fan of us and others and you.
Yeah, he was very sweet.
Let's move on to Tyler, unless you have anything else to say, David.
No. I think we all like Max and want to see him play.
Yeah, I think Max.
Yes.
Good job.
And he will not be the first one out of their tribe.
No, he will not. You know what? I'm not a betting man, and I'd bet on that. Yeah. You know, I might even bet my youngest kid on that one. All right, whatever.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was having a thought over here. I kind of was thinking, like, who do you think he's going to align with other people that know the game, or do you think he's going to try and align with some of the people that have never, that aren't a big fan? Like, is he going to want to compete with the people that know the game as well?
I think he's going to learn about Sheeran pretty quick, if that's how you pronounce her name.
Yeah.
She seems super smart, and I think he's going to put her on notice. He's going to mentally put her on notice, and he's going to pick up Tyler and Carolyn and and everybody else. He's going to be friends with her, like she going to want to be friends with him, but he's going to have her on this side and everybody else on this side of his brain and know which side to work with.
Yeah.
Really, if you look at this tribe, Joaquin and So Kim, they're going to be the outsiders.
I totally agree with you. Yeah.
So let's talk about Tyler. I think it's going to be I have a clip, so I'll play the clip, and then we'll talk about Tyler. Wait, do I have a clip of Tyler?
Right.
No, I don't have a clip of Tyler. So I'm not going to play
it. Sorry, Tyler.
Sorry, Tyler. He is a huge fan
more
of the show.
interesting things.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
He is a huge fan of the show, never missed a show, so maybe he might have heard of Max, But one thing that I didn't like, I mean, it's not personal, but my gosh, why are you telling everybody that you like jumping out and scaring kids? What? I mean, come on. You got to know what things you tell and what things you don't tell.
It would have been really bad if you said, "Are there going to be any kids out there?"
Yeah.
Can I go on the reward and scare all the kids that are collecting baseball?
I want to go to the orphan thing.
Oh my God.
I got a great mask.
He would have loved that kids challenge on San Juan del Sur. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right, so the guy's smart. He's got 2 master's degrees from Berkeley and USC. He's played on 7 professional football teams, which, at some point the number gets too high, but okay.
Hey,
Right.
with kickers, you have a bad game, you get let go, you get picked up by somebody else.
That's
so
true.
as you get picked up, that's what matters.
Right. So I think him and Max are going to at least appear to be friends.
Well, I think he's already got a fan. I think it was it mention him as the tall, curly, blonde-headed guy? Or was it somebody else?
I think it was Haley.
Haley, yes.
So
Haley.
was he talking about him?
He's the only
It had to be.
the only tall, blonde, curly-headed guy I could see on there. So he has
about
obviously
Joe?
no, Joe is not blonde. Joe gets
Oh.
talked about, but Joe's not
Yeah.
blonde. Yeah, other
Sorry.
picture doing. There you go.
Sorry.
But to me, that actually says something about he's made a social impression. He's made a visual social impression, and that could speak to something. And if
Right.
he's a fan of the game, I didn't get the sense that he knows it like Max does, but I could see Max grabbing him and saying, "Hey, bud, we need to align." And Max is going to see his physical strength. He's an athlete, so why not pick him up? Especially if he thinks he knows something. Max is probably going to make him feel smarter than he thinks he is, or Max will make him feel smarter than he actually is. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Kelley?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say it lists here that if you could have 3 things on the island, a bottle of Cabernet because it's a great sunset drink with a girl. Man, he and John Mish would have really hit it off.
Yes.
Can you imagine them on that? Okay. Anyway, wow. Sorry. Okay, Tyler, you're on the wrong seat. Yeah, Tyler. He does seem very smart. I think down the line he could be a physical threat. And he said, I think it was in his video, that he really wanted to swing for the fences and make big moves. So hopefully he doesn't try and make big moves too soon, because we know that doesn't always work out in everyone's favor.
Right.
He looks like a nice guy. Yeah, I could see him kind of going along with Max, maybe Caroline as well. So
Right.
yeah, he seems okay.
Well, you look at that tribe, and he's safe for a while.
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's only 33, but still he's of the older group, kind of this group. There's 52, 37, and then 33, so he's like third oldest. So
Right. Let me read to you something else he said.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry, but I liked it. It's the only 2 that I'm reading from. I was dealing with the largest and most insecure egos in town. Everyone was the best, the brightest, and the most beautiful, even when they were not. You can abhor them, but when it is done with a smile, so they had no idea, and that's Survivor. If he can pull that off, if he can have that face where everybody thinks he loves them, even when he doesn't, that's a positive thing. So that's why I read it.
Okay, so that brings up a really good point that Kelley can relate to. I'm glad you brought it up, Dwayne, because I didn't really have anything else to say about Tyler. But that brings up a really good point. That's nothing against Tyler. But anyway, a lot of these people talk about how great they are in groups, how good they are with people, how they can lie, how they can lead, how they can manipulate. Okay, go outside for 3 weeks. You eat maybe 6 days of those 3 weeks. You sleep in maybe 7 nights of those 3 weeks, and your body's hurting from head to toe. Now go manipulate. Now go do all those things you promised you'd do and that you're really good at. I mean, none of these people have been in that situation. I like the idea that they can do this, but throw in this. Remember that that show Wipeout, where these people are all athletes. They run through these obstacles. They don't run them with punching gloves coming out their face. And these giant obstacles being thrown at them. That's what it's about. And Survivor's kind of like Wipeout. You go out there to play this social game, and all of a sudden, the game itself wipes you out. So he's got good credentials, and so do some other people. Now go do it while you're not sleeping and eating and you're sunburned. I want to see how he does it.
All right.
Okay.
And that's
All
not
right,
just
so
about him. That's about everybody that says that. So I'm just getting that out of the way now. That's all.
All right.
Okay.
So, I was really, kind of hoping, we could talk about maybe.
So?
Oh, so, okay.
So said, 12 times in her CBS interview. Yes, I counted.
Did she really?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah. This is what I wrote. Hearing her, totally, changed my thoughts. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So Kim.
Okay, I'll stop.
So Kim.
I'll stop.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, she's so beautiful though. Oh
Oh
my.
gosh, yes.
Oh, she's a stunner. Wow.
But what about her
Beautiful.
quote, "My eyes give everything away"? That's not good.
Ooh,
That means she's not
yeah,
going to be a
that's
good
hard.
liar.
Yeah.
I
Well, so it's interesting. She was supposed to be on my season.
Yes. But you
So
put
I
something in
kind
her
of got to
drink,
hang
right?
out. Yeah, I did.
actually, it was her sister's drink. I think that because she's the one that
Yeah,
told me
yeah.
to get.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I
you
was
got
I
to
was
hang out
playing
with her.
dirty. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for a little bit for pregame, and she was always reading a book. She was always reading a book. Probably a smart little cookie, but
Yeah.
she is just seems on this tribe like, oh my gosh, she and Joaquin are going to be on the outside for sure.
Exactly.
I mean, you look at the other four people, and I mean, she would maybe do good on the no collar tribe. I don't know, but just I see her in big trouble right away.
Yeah.
I actually completely agree. I wrote down that she doesn't want to be a coattail rider. Sometimes that's not a bad thing to get through the first level of the game. You know, you make your resume for the end of the game, but getting to the end of the game is more important than making the move that you want to make in the beginning of the game. But
Right.
she will play the cute card, but it's going to be how you present yourself to other people. You know, if she tries to come across as leader, she's on the wrong tribe because I think between
Yeah.
Sheeran and Max, they'll shoot that down pretty quick, and even
Yeah.
Carolyn. So
Yeah.
Okay, here's how it's going to go down. Okay,
Here we
okay,
go.
Joaquin
okay,
is
listen,
gonna
everybody listen. Let me get my pencil.
Joaquin is going to be like hitting on So, like, hey girl, come over here. And So is going to be like, yeah, okay, cool. And then you're going to have the other four actually strategizing, like out
Yes.
getting water. I mean, oh man,
We're gonna get the shot
that's
of
what
the
I
four of them
think.
out in the water, and Joaquin and so on the edge of the water, just kind of looking out at them, kind of like Matt did. So,
Like
That's right.
splashing water on each other,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that'd be great.
Okay, I do have a clip, so let's listen to some.
I'm out here to win. Like, I've always wanted to do Survivor. It's like the ultimate challenge for myself, and I want to show that like women can be strong, strategic, smart, and like get there on their own and not be a coattail rider.
She's
Okay.
going to prove a point. Right.
She wants to prove that women can make it on their own and not be a coattail rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
By the way, Mike K, Encyclopedia Mike, tells us that Tyler played for Seattle Seahawks, go Hawks, Denver Broncos, Dallas
I didn't
Cowboys,
even know that.
Washington Redskins, Oakland Raiders, Los Angeles Avengers. Who the heck are they? Is that some high school team?
That's that arena football indoor.
Oh,
Do they even have kickers? I didn't think they even had kickers.
yeah. I didn't think they had. And he's kicking from the opponent's 5-yard line.
Because it feels like what, 40 yards
The field's
long?
only 40 yards long.
Okay, the right tackle is going to kick off this time.
All right. Let's talk about Shireen. Is it Shireen or Shirin? I don't know, but it's the hottest
She
bathing
said
suit
it
out
in
there.
her.
So.
She said it in her interview, and she said, hold on, it was Shireen.
Shireen, okay. There you go.
Shireen, I think, yeah.
One smart cookie, this Shireen. Oh, I do have a clip. Let's go ahead and get that over with.
Yeah.
The lack of sleep is going to make me really more emotional than I usually am. Like, sleep is my weakness. Food, I could go without food, honestly, for like the full 39 days, and I'll be fine. The lack of sleep would make me like crazy and emotional. Like, that's what makes me cry, and I don't want to cry. I don't want to be like a Dawn, somebody who's like always sobbing and annoying.
I don't want to be like Dawn, who's always sobbing and annoying. Hey, is it just me, or did watching her video totally change your thoughts on Shireen?
Love her.
Watching her
Yes, it
video totally changed my thoughts on Shireen.
Absolutely, me too.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kelly. Let's give you first dibs on Shireen.
Ooh, girl. Yeah, okay, her video was awesome, and she also is one of the people that the Gordon Holmes interview is out on, so if you haven't read those,
Yes.
everybody, you must go read them. They are
Very
absolutely amazing. I love her personality. Like, she's sassy, she's sarcastic, she knows Survivor, she just seems kind of like quirky and fun.
Mhm.
It's just, again, a matter of how is she going to fit into her tribe. But I love her. I want her to go so far because I think she just seems amazing.
See, I think she can fit in and as hard as this sounds, it's almost like if Max likes you on this tribe, you're good. You know? I'm sorry, but that's just kind of the way that I'm feeling it. But she's so intelligent that I think he's gonna like her. And what, David?
She's so smart.
Oh, Kelly, yeah, she's so smart. She's a lifelong fan, and let's see, what was it? Oh, I love what she said. She's most like Sandra and Boston Rob, but most people don't really know why they're like them, but I love her reasons. Sandra, because she doesn't take crap from anybody, and Boston Rob, because he keeps tabs on everybody. Good stuff.
Oh, not...
Do what?
I don't think it's Boston Rob. I think she's talking about Rob Sesternino.
Yeah, it's Rob Sesternino is who she said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong Rob.
Because he made relationships with everybody in the game.
That's right. That's right. My bad. I apologize for that.
That's okay.
But still, I like how she's thinking. She's not just like, poverty, she kind of flirted with everybody. No, these are reasons why you want to be like people.
Yeah, her answers are awesome.
I think that she's going to have success in making relationships. If you just look at her interview, like the Gordon Holmes interview, she does not give 3-word answers. She talks, and it's not boring when she talks. She talks about stuff that's interesting, especially game knowledge. Right. And I think she can talk without talking about the game and still be interesting. Right. I loved her sense of humor, her attitude. She seems very funny. And I think she's going to be driven. She mentions how hard it's going to be to go without food, but I think being the fan that she is, she's going to be driven to play through that and do whatever it takes to get through that. Right. Because she wants the title more, I think, than the money. Everybody wants the money, but I think she really wants the title. Now, in her interview, she talked about they've obviously seen each other, like Kelley mentioned, the pregame seeing. Mm-hmm. She talks about all the people out there. There's a girl with a tattoo on her face. There's a guy with feathers in his hair. Vince gets mentioned several times in these few interviews we saw. There's a guy who looks like a beautiful specimen of man. He's got Greek goddess hair, and he's tall. And beyond that, he's friendly and gentlemanly. And I think that's Joe.
That's what I was thinking.
For that one, yeah.
Not Joaquin?
No, not the slick hair. I think he's got the goddess hair.
Okay.
No, but the funny thing is, a lot of these people mention people that are on other tribes. Nobody's really talking about their own tribe. So
Kelley thinks she's talking about Joaquin, though.
She does?
It could be Joe. I mean, some of these are you're not sure who they are.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Here's how I know it's Joe. She says he's got a first-class ticket to the end because in spite of being attractive, he's also so nice.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, are we going with Joaquin or are we going with Joe?
Okay, Joe. Joe for the win.
You can tell he's outdoorsy and skillful and has an artistic side. Do I need to read more? Okay, good.
Okay. I
loved her answers. Yes, I'm glad I got to see the video, and I'm glad her Gordon Holmes interview came out because her stock went way up for me.
Yeah.
I think Max is going to like her. What he does with her is for our enjoyment that they get to play against each other. But I think she's going to be a keeper.
Yeah. She could probably outsmart Max.
Ooh, yeah. Can I say one other thing about that interview?
Yeah. I just thought I'd give Max something to tweet about. So go ahead.
Yeah, in that same. Okay, Max. I know he's listening right now. I should check my Twitter.
Yeah. Hashtag STWDD, and we'll post your comments. Go ahead, Kelley.
Yeah, one other thing from that interview, the Gordon Holmes one that I really liked, is she said, my style is really befriending people and getting them to believe in me and trust in me. Not that they really can or should, but at the end of the day, if you win someone over on a friendship level, they're going to have a much harder time blanking whatever it is you over.
Right.
And that's so true. I mean, if you get people to trust you and you make people believe you're friends with them, it's so hard out there that, you need to lean on somebody. So I thought that was really a smart answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it shows that she has no qualms about lying to people, and she's going to play this game like a game, and she's going to use it to your disadvantage if you are one of those people that trust too much. Yeah, you trust too much. Yeah. So I can kind of see her. I can kind of see her and Carolyn hitting it off right off the bat because they're the two older women, right? And then Shireen and Tyler are probably going to hit it off, right? Mm-hmm. And so then Max has no choice but to get in with those three, and poor Joaquin. and so they just better hope they win some challenges at the beginning.
Yeah, I think you make a great point that the Max and
Yeah.
Shereen, for that matter, are going to see the numbers, and they're going to see who they can get along with and who they want to be with longer on the island or in the game. And it's not. I don't think it's going to be so in Joaquin.
Yeah. So let me just remind everybody, if you're watching live, if you hashtag STWDD on Twitter, we might just put your comment up and talk about it. The last person on the White Collar Tribe, because we like doing long podcasts, Kelley. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
The last person is Joaquin.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
There's something wrong with my mic. I'm saying it right, but
Okay, I was disappointed. He had no accent because I said if he had an accent, he was going to draw attention to himself. Good attention, but he's got no accent, so that was a downer.
Okay, this is the funniest thing because when you say you're a wild guy, I have a certain expectation of your voice and your inflections, etc.
I'm wild, honestly. That's what it is. Hence why I'm single. You know, my attention span is that of a goldfish. You know, nobody could really keep up with me. You know, and I really don't. It's really selfish at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm wild. You know.
So go away. Go with the other group. So save yourself. Go.
Just run. Oh no.
I have him going early. Just saying.
I do too. He is so handsome, but what a bummer. As soon as he starts talking, it's like, eh.
Yeah.
I love the last part of this Gordon Holmes interview. Holmes says, "So you're not a Survivor fan?" He says, "No. I watched 4 seasons between the end of May and the middle of July. I wanted to see what I was getting myself into. And after you've watched 4 seasons, it's basically the same expletive deleted over and over. You know, right then I just kind of took the interview."
Yes. Yes. Oh.
Okay,
boy.
famous last. Are these not CBS showing us famous last words here? I'm sure I'll be just fine. Quote, unquote. You know what that means? This guy's first off his tribe. I'm sure I'll be just fine.
If he is good in the first challenge, it could be so that goes. That would be, to me, would be the only thing that would say. If they lose and he's good in the challenge, though, that would save him in the game. But you know you know how Dalton Ross every once in a while does this goofy interview with something weird in the start of his columns, and it's just way out there. It has nothing to do with. Well, it has something to do with the show, but it's like from Zululand. It's just crazy interview he does with nobody. This is what this whole interview felt like from Gordon Holmes. It felt like something that was. Gordon was making up this fantasy interview that was just outlandish, and that's just how it read.
Holmes said, "Some people do puzzles," and Joaquin said, "And I do women. I love all kinds of women: short, tall, skinny, fat, dark, light." Yeah. No, he and So will get along because he said, "I've got like a lie meter." There you go. They're gonna get along really well.
He could be that one that Max was talking about that gets in trouble because he's a BS artist. And he does it all the time. He's so good at it. He does it when he doesn't need to.
That's right.
And that would get you in trouble more than anything.
All right. Anything else on Joaquin? Kelley, is he in it for the win?
No, he's an early boot for sure.
Oh, he's not your pick. Okay.
Oh, yeah, bummer. No, he's just way too arrogant, especially on this tribe with all these other big personalities. No way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his only hope is if they win, for a while. So.
Yeah, I agree.
So what about that whole white collar tribe? I guess we've kind of talked about it a lot as we've talked about it, but any final words on that whole tribe?
I'm afraid for them. I'm very afraid for them. I think they're just so many big personalities, and I think I counted that 4 out of the 6 people are fans. So, somebody's gonna have to take a back seat. I don't know who it's gonna be. Well, besides So and Joaquin, but what if they go? I mean, who? It's somebody's got to step up as a leader too. So.
Yeah, and So's not going to be a coattail rider, and Joaquin's an alpha male. So they're the first to step up and say we're leading. And then Max would say, "No, you're not," and Shereen would say, "No, he's right, you're not." So I agree. There's some mature personalities and strong personalities, and I think there's people that are so smart on there they'll sit back and watch these two, show themselves off as early boots if that's what happens to this tribe.
I also think they're going to lose that just looking at them, and that first challenge is going to be physical. I think they might lose that first challenge. So
yeah,
there you go. All right, let's get on with it. We are now to the blue collar tribe.
Are we going to do topics between tribes, or are we not going to do that?
Oh, sure. Go ahead, David.
I'm sure you don't read my notes, even though.
Oh, shut up.
I want to talk about, because Kelley brought it up in our chat today, and we didn't talk about it because we try not to talk about stuff.
Oh, blame it on Kelley, why don't you?
Wouldn't be the first time. It's fine.
Not about me. That's right. Those two messed it up. Vote for me. 3 tribes versus 2 tribes. I am such a big fan of 3 tribes versus 2 tribes. I think you are too, Kelley. Take it away.
Yeah. I wish I was on a season with 3 tribes. I think I really like the fact that the people, there's only 6 people. It's much more manageable, which does mean if you lose, you can go home. There's a greater chance you go home. But I think it's so much easier to really build a relationship with everybody. I mean, I was out there on a tribe with 9 people, and I had to have a relationship with everyone, but there were a few people that I obviously were closer to, because you can't have that close of a relationship with everybody, or then you're the person that they're like, well, you're the person going to everybody. So I just like the 3 tribes. I think it makes it more interesting. You have 2 tribes winning, and then I just like the dynamic so much more.
Yeah, I do too.
I agree, because I think we'll get more drama earlier.
Yeah.
Because with the bigger tribes, it just seems to divide. With San Juan del Sur, we got 4 or 5 people and nothing else from the rest of them. For the most part,
exactly.
we got core players that some were contenders and some were early outs, and that was it. And then the other tribe, we got the same thing, where, like you said, with 6 people, you can't really hide. Even Brawn, Brain, and Beauty, none of them hid. We got just about something from everybody right away, and I love that too, because I want to see these people, even the ones that go early. I want to see what they're doing, what messed up, why did they get booted early, and I love that about 6-person tribes. Like you said, you gotta move quicker too. You might be able to sit back in a larger tribe, but on a 6-person tribe, if you sit back, you're sitting out. Because that's 5 people that are working,
Right.
And it's easier to see. I love that. That's why I agree. I loved Philippines for that reason, and I liked the other Brains, Brawn, and Beauty season. I love 3 tribes.
And with the 90-minute premiere, I think we'll get a pretty good look at all 3 tribes, so we won't feel robbed in that first just an hour. Yeah. Which has happened before. We've had 3 tribes, and we didn't really feel like we got to know them all at the beginning. But with this longer premiere, I think CBS will do a good job of letting us see how these dynamics are working, or how CBS wants us to think that they're working on the 3 tribes. So it's going to be good.
Well, I think the 3-tribe format is going to help the white collar. This is why I want to talk about it now. I don't necessarily see them dominating, but I don't think they're going to be in last. I think they're going to do what Calabar did and survive by not finishing last. So that's kind of my early prediction. Yeah.
Good point. Yeah. Good point. Because that's all they got to do. You don't have to win it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be faster than the bear. I just got to be faster than you.
Yeah.
And you.
That's right.
To add on to David's comments there, again, totally agree. And I know that with San Juan del Sur, there was so much going on that you didn't get to see. I mean, there was stuff on our tribe with drama with Reed. You saw none of that. I was talking to everybody. We were looking for idols, all these things, and you didn't get to see them. So like you said, with only having 6 people, I mean, you kind of have to show all those conversations because there's only 6 people. I mean, there's not 9 people. So. Yeah, I'm excited for the three tribes.
All right, let's go to blue collar then. First person is Harry Potter's adopted father, Dan Foley.
Who doesn't love Harry Potter? Come on.
Yeah, really. Well, I don't like his father, or his adopted father. Dan Foley. Does this guy just not seem like one of the funniest and fun guys to be around in the world?
Yes. Okay, by the way, it's time.
There you go, Seahawks hat. Put on the hat. David's Captain America, you're Seahawks. You look very good in that hat.
Thank you.
Oh, I think you were talking.
Anyway.
Yeah, not you, David. I've seen you in a hat.
Okay,
No,
sorry. Back to Dan. Back to Dan.
I like him, and I don't think he's annoyingly fun either. You know, some people are so much fun they're annoying. I don't think he's going to be that way. Anyway,
I like him because
I
I
loved
think he
his-
represents a lot of people like me. He represents the everyday fan. He's applied 112,000 times, and he thinks they finally said, you know what? Let's just shut this guy up and give him a shot. You know,
Yes.
and I'm so thankful that they did. He's not a Barbie or Ken. He is an everyday guy. He's got like 12 occupations. You know, when he on his video where he lists all these things that he does. He's also 47. That's the coolest age in the world to be right now. 47. That's a great age.
If you're 47, yeah.
If you're 47. But yeah, and I completely agree with what you said. Listening to him talk, he's somebody that I would like to hang around with in the tribe on the beach. I wouldn't want to send him out because you know what? I could live with that guy for 3 more days. He's fun and he's going to be funny. And I think he's going to carry that for as long as he stays out there. I don't think he's going to suddenly go ho-hum and just be all sad and dreary. He's going to be upbeat. He's finally on Survivor. He's going to wake up every morning and go, oh my gosh, I'm still in this game.
Right.
And I think he's going to be like that every day. Plus, he bites the heads off of fish that he catches in the ice fishing. I saw a video that he posted. He had to bite the head off of fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Dan.
Nice.
Oh, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll add on that. I think that is, you nailed it. You know, you just hit the nail on the head. He has such a great smile, and I think he's going to bring such a great energy to the blue-collar tribe. I don't think he's going to come off as a know-it-all. Like, even though he knows a ton about the game, I think he'll know not to act like that. And he just seems like so jolly and happy, and I think everyone is really going to like him. And he is so persistent. I mean, like you said, he applied how many times, never gave up. He's here. He's not just going to go out of the game without a fight. So even if his back's against the wall, he is never going to give up until, Jeff is snuffing his torch.
Right.
Yep. I agree. I like him. He says, challenges running? No. But eating, strength, swimming, puzzle, and ballots? I'm there.
Me too, Dan. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wes Rogers, going back to our 3-tribe comment, Wes Rogers wants to know, does a 3-tribe format pose a disadvantage to weaker players early? Needs are strong members, right? I would think it would.
Right. I agree because, like I was saying, if the white collar loses or doesn't win, next time around they could keep Joaquin if he's stronger, and so sticks out if those 4 bond like we think they are.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So we all like Dan, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who do you think he'll hit it off with? Just right off the bat.
I think
This
he'll
is
hit it
such
off
an
with.
interesting tribe.
This is the middle-aged tribe, as in of the 3 tribes, their average age is 34. But he's 47. Kelley, the state trooper, is 44, and Mike Holloway, the guy that has a real job, he's mature, he's 38. That's the 3 people, yeah.
Those are the 2 I think he's going to hit it off with right away.
Me too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's
Y'all
kind of
got
weird.
your
You have the
bets.
3 older and the 3 younger, but in the 3 younger, and we'll get to this, I don't see those 3 like jiving. So.
No, I don't either. One of those 3 younger is going to see the 3 mature alliance and say, you know what, I'm just going with them. I don't want to be the target. I'll be their friend.
Right.
Yeah, I think so too.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on?
Sure.
Y'all get to wear your hats, so I get to wear my hat from my college.
Yes.
I like your hat, Kelley.
This was the hat that they made me wear as a freshman. This ugly beanie.
Was your head smaller when you were a freshman?
Actually, I am Jewish, David. Actually.
There you go. Okay, there. Yeah, it's back a little bit.
No, I'm taking it off. I have this hat.
Okay.
I'll wear this hat. No.
Oh, I like
right.
one final comment about Dan. I like what he said. She gets the check, I get the title.
There you go.
That's a married man.
Yeah. Well, that you can spend the money. You can't get rid of the title.
That's right.
All right, let's look at Kelley. All right.
Hey.
I teased everybody. When I heard Kelley, I immediately thought of Tony. She reminds me of a female Tony. And the reason why, this girl's already playing game. she's already scoping people out. She is a non-stop, cannot stop. She's got to be moving, got to be doing something type of person, and that's the kind of person Tony was.
But does she actually believe that it's a brawn, brains, and beauty again?
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah, that was an interesting comment. In part 2.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh.
She's gonna be in for a surprise.
All right, let me give you the clip I have of her.
I already feel like maybe I'm doing too much pregame right now. I need to not be so focused on everyone and maybe take a step back. I need to just make sure I'm always on my game and never for a minute let my guard down.
Okay, will this woman have a breath between sentences when she's talking to you? I don't know. You know? Could be like, you know what, let's talk about this alliance. Well, I was thinking that maybe we should go over to the tree and then we could go over to the water cooler. That's what I'm thinking. She's going to be a very fast talker. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that she's already gone over the cast. She's looked at everybody, divided everybody up, seen who's going to be arrogant, who's going to be strong, who she can align with. I talked about this about a couple of years ago that I was so engulfed in Survivor in one season. I walked into the DMV and I aligned with 3 people without talking to them. And then I picked out the 3 people that I was going to be voting out first. That's how bored I was in the DMV.
Wow,
like,
David.
That's what I see Kelley doing. And you know what? I see Tony doing that as well. You're right. That does remind you of Tony and her quick thinking. She walks in and that's the first thing she thinks about is who's going and who am I going to align with.
Right. This was not a negative thing when I said she reminded me of Tony. She just reminds me of, she's high-strung, she's a fast talker. I think her mind's always going to be on the game. And one thing she said, I will swear on my children, which I don't even have.
Right. So,
I like her. I like her.
I like that she was a bartender because bartenders listen. They're supposed to listen and deal with different kinds of people. And at the same time, she's a trooper now. So she's fit. We know that. And she knows how to handle people. But the question is going to be, does she deal with? She mentioned that she might trust too much.
Yep. So Shireen will eat her alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing they're not on the same tribe right away.
Right.
There we go.
Anything else on Kelley? Anything stand out for you, Kelley, on Kelley? Kelley with an E?
I think just Kelley with an E-Y. Kelley. Okay. Enough of that.
I forgot to get Dwayne to play that song from Cheers. I wanted him to play that
Oh,
song.
Dang it, guys.
You should have told me that. Sorry.
Let's see. Yeah, she did say it might be hard for her because she's like trusting. I think with the people she's on the tribe with, again, I think she'll get on with Dan and Mike, and I think I like her. I like her. Yeah. Not like my favorite person, but I like her.
I don't think she's first off her tribe.
No, definitely not.
Her or Dan. I don't think either one's first off their tribe. But she, at the sense of her hesitation, she almost reminds me of Sarah, who might be trusting too much and want to put trust in somebody. She sounds like somebody that wants to trust somebody. She wants that one person she can trust, and if she trusts the wrong person, being on the tribe she's on, she might be okay. If she was on the white collar with Max and Shireen, she might be in trouble if she trusts one of those two.
Yeah. The problem is, do you think this is the tribe that loses more than wins? See, I don't know.
I say no. This is the tribe I think physically is going to do better in the long run. Maybe not in the short run, but in the long run.
I think they will. I think the no-collar tribe has the best shot at winning physical challenges. But
see, I actually like no-collar, so this is good, you guys.
Yeah.
All across the board.
No collar.
That's right.
All right, let's look at Mike Holloway.
Okay.
He says, I'll check my life at the door.
Oh, Mike. What an interesting character.
Golly, even after his video, that's all the notes I have. Oh, no, do y'all have much else?
I wrote that I liked everything I read about him. I was really looking forward to his interview, and then I heard his voice. And I don't know if he lost his voice or if he yelled about something, but to me, that's the first impression, is your voice and how you talk to people. And he just, I don't know, I'm hesitant because I'm not looking at pictures, I'm listening to his voice.
No, I'm saying you should be scared because he's going to come beat you up.
No.
He can't help his voice. What? Okay, I'm sorry. What is it about his voice?
It wasn't
Is it
very somebody you want to listen to. It wasn't easy. I mean, it wasn't easy to listen to. I guess. Is what I'm saying. It was just. It's not one of those people that's going to come up to you and start talking. I don't remember. Just kind of had one of those. Just one of. I don't remember exactly, but it was kind of like that. And I was like, ooh, and I don't know. I still like him. I like his bio. I like everything about him. I like his age, and I like his life that he's been through and what he's done. I just wonder what kind of a first impression he's going to make.
Yeah.
Okay, he and Dan are going to be playing disc golf on the beach because apparently they both like that.
Yes.
So there's something they can bond over. Disc
They could use Dan's hat.
I don't even know what disc golf is, so good for them.
It's a frisbee. It's frisbee.
Oh, why don't they just say frisbee?
You have to throw it at a tree, or you throw it into a basket.
It has an official name. You can't just call it frisbee.
Yeah, you gotta call it disc.
Oh my gosh. They're totally going to find something flat and play disc golf, I swear.
That's why I said Dan's hat. He's got one of those, those flat hats.
Does he? Let me go see. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. This is great.
Probably why he brought it.
Oh. I think the one thing I did take from his video is that he said he wants to be a villain, play a cutthroat game, and he's not here to make friends.
Yeah.
I hope that he changes his mind because that could get him in trouble early.
Yeah.
But
David, you've really got me thinking because I don't remember his voice, and so now I'm going to have to go back and listen to it because you have a good point. Thank
you. Wow, that's like the first time you've said it.
Yeah, right. But sometimes it's the way you say things. It's how you come across to people, and I'm going to listen to it again and see what I.
Now I don't think he's going to have a problem fitting in with Dan or Kelley. I think the age thing is going to be much into their favor, and I don't think Kelley and Dan are going to care what he sounds like. It might be some other people, and there could be certain females or certain males in any season that hear his voice, if that's his voice in the show. I mean, like I said, he could have swam in the ocean and got salt water down his throat or something, and just messed up his voice or something. I don't know, but it just caught me off guard. That he just started talking. I'm like, that's not the voice I expected. Like you said, you didn't expect that from the Wild Man, so I didn't expect that from Mike. But like I said, I think he's going to be okay with the people that are in his tribe.
All right. Anything else on Mike? First boot off his tribe?
No.
No, me neither. All right, let's move on to Sierra Dawn Thomas.
I think this is Sierra Dawn 45 minutes on her hair Thomas.
I think so, too.
I think it is, too. I think this is who Jen is talking about. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Which does kind of change how you look at her, doesn't it? If she's going to spend 45 minutes on her hair before she gets on camera?
That's so Julie McGee of her.
You only get one chance to make the first
I'm just being honest because I went through the same thing that these people are going through, and I'm not joking. Bless her heart, and she really is a nice person, but she would do the same thing. And like I didn't barely even straighten it because I knew it was just going to look like crap in 30 minutes, but that girl would be in there for an hour, like full makeup. I mean, it's like hot. Like I'm like dabbing my face. So anyway, I think I feel Jen's pain with the 45-minute.
Did Julie lay out under the sun as much in the beginning of the season as she did later on in the season? Because her exit episode, she pretty much laid out the whole episode. When she wasn't eating trail mix, she was laying out.
Yeah, she did, and then Drew would come, like walking up, and like they'd have their little chats on the beach together while she's in her bikini. So yeah she definitely laid out a lot.
Yeah, Drew's out there like, I have no idea what you're saying. All right,
he's just like posing behind a tree, waiting for the cameraman to take a photo of him. So.
Yes. All right, here we have Sierra talking about kicking butt.
A lot of people are going to look at me and think I'm not much of a threat, and when I'm out there kicking half the boys' butts, they'll see that I can hang.
There you go. She can hang.
Doesn't she kind of remind you of Julie McGee, though? Like, I don't know why. She just kind of does to me because, like, Julie kept saying that, too. Like, oh, I just look like a pretty face, and I can't hang, and I don't know. I'm so undecided on her.
I don't know. After seeing the end of Julie's season, I feel like preseason Julie was told, sell yourself. You're going to have to make people think that you can win. Whether you think you can win or not, sell yourself. And I actually like Sierra's bio more than, the the video is okay, but I mean, she's a physical person. She's a champion barrel racer on horses, so
Yeah.
she's athletic. But like she said, are people going to underestimate her, or are they just going to push her aside because they don't think she can hang? You know, if she has one slip in the first challenge, she's going to be labeled as somebody that can't keep up, whether she's athletic or not. So it only takes one chance to make a mistake.
Yeah, and look at her tribe. Who is she going to connect with? Unless she connects with Dan as a father
Rodney.
figure. We'll see. I don't think she's going to. Rodney's going to want to connect with her, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a possibility that Dan might, take her under his arm. But other than that, I guess her and Lindsay might be friends. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think 5 minutes with Rodney, and she's going to be running to the rest of the tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly don't think any of these women are going to fall for Rodney.
Oh, Rodney. We'll save our Rodney comments till we get to him.
Yeah.
That'll be the second hour.
I just, unfortunately, I just don't. I kind of see her fading into the background. I mean, I think she may be kind of taken along as like just someone. I mean, it doesn't say anywhere if she's seen an episode. We don't know. She's not really talking any strategy. She's just saying how strong she is.
Right.
So I think she might just kind of go along for the ride and make it a little bit further because of that.
Who's that? Is it Purple Kelley that like, was the pretty blonde who ended up winning? Was that Purple Kelley?
No, Purple Kelley quit.
No, she quit.
Okay, who's the one that beat Russell? Natalie, yeah.
Oh, Natalie White?
Yeah, that's right. Is she a Natalie White?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting, but I don't think so.
Natalie White played like a female, and she played a very good social game. And
What does that mean?
Sierra, she played the female role. She didn't try to hang with the guys. Sierra's talking about a lot of her capabilities are on a man's level. I think at some point, if she feels like she's being dissed, she's going to try and prove herself that she can keep up with the guys. And if she does prove herself in any challenge, it's going to put a target on her.
Yeah.
I don't think Natalie ever put a target on herself.
All right.
I mean, she's an athlete. She played basketball, volleyball, ran track and cross country.
That's true.
She passed on a full ride scholarship. And you take one look at the
girl is smart.
Yeah, and you're like, she's not an athlete, she's a model. Look at her. She took 45 minutes on her hair. And then if she goes out there and proves herself, it could be a good thing or it might not be a good thing. Who knows?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, she may be underestimated, but it's just a matter of if she does make it really far, is she going to make moves on her own that she can go, fall back on, or is everyone else doing that?
Right.
See, underestimated could be a good thing. Am I breaking up or is she breaking up?
Just keep going.
Okay, sorry. Underestimated could be a good thing in the beginning if you get under the wings of a larger group of people. Like if you see 3 people bonding, go join them so that you won't be the first 2 voted like the other 2 until she gets to the merge or to a shuffle or to individual challenges and then start being the physical person that you can be.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. She just doesn't strike me as one of the strong people on that tribe, but there's only a couple strong on that tribe, so shall we move on to Lindsay?
Lindsay,
who apparently has a very high tolerance for pain.
She's also
what, Kelley?
She's very fashion forward, obviously, with that bathing suit. It's so good.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
Don't
very
you have
unique.
that bathing suit, Kelley? Don't you have that?
Oh man, somewhere tucked away in my closet. Yeah, I have the same one. Oh, Lindsay.
Wild, crazy,
okay,
eccentric.
Is this Lindsay from Cagayan or what?
That was my first reaction when I saw Lindsay in Hairdresser. And she's got a lot of high hopes. She's got a great smile, and then the other Lindsay just kind of faded into the weather or just faded into the game. And I don't know. We're giving a new person another chance. Maybe she's not. I wrote down that we talked about it the other day that she just reminds me of a Sprite. She's happy. She's bubbly. She's lively. And not Sprite the drink, but like I don't know why it's a Sprite.
I know. I got you.
I like her. She's going to be likable, and I think she's mature enough. She's a mom. She's already out in the world of work, and she's gonna see the stronger group and migrate to them if she's not already in it.
Okay. I do see a potential problem though.
Okay.
And we'll use her quote, her clip to get into it.
I'm gonna flirt the hell out of these guys. Yeah. I'm gonna flirt my way into alliances, into blindsides, and into $1 million.
She's gonna flirt her way into a blindside. She's gonna carry Dad away. She's gonna flirt with old Dad. She's gonna flirt with Rodney. I don't think so. I don't. Who's she gonna flirt with? I guess Mike at the beginning. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. I'm gonna flirt my way into a blindside.
You're like, come here, girl. I got you. Let's blindside Dan. Like, what? You know?
She's gonna flirt her way and get blindsided. What were you hoping I was gonna play, Kelley? Because I heard you get excited.
Oh, yeah. Okay. In her video, she said something about quitting, and she said she wouldn't quit. I just thought it was interesting they included that portion in her video. Not saying that will happen, but no one else talked about it, so very interesting.
Right, it's that same foreshadowing possibility that I said with one of the other players. I think it was Joaquin.
Joaquin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said, "I'm okay." It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
All right.
Maybe they're throwing us off.
So could she be first off? I don't know. It depends on. That's kind of I think Rodney. Well, I don't know. I don't think she's first off. What do you think, Kelley?
I don't think she's first. I think she'll be okay. I think she'll be able to click with some of the other people. I haven't decided who yet.
Gosh, I'm almost thinking Sierra might be first off now, looking at this group. Sierra might be the first one.
Yeah, I'm thinking if this group loses the first one, they're going to quickly. I see Dan and Kelley and Mike quickly looking around and saying, who do we want to keep? Even if it's not a physical threat, as in who. I agree Rodney or Sierra could be the first casualty, because if Lindsay is likable and fits in real well, and doesn't seem trying to prove herself, if Sierra tries to prove herself and Lindsay doesn't, then Lindsay's going to be kept.
Yeah.
You know, and it's who gets in with that group. But all three tribes could be divided in half because of age. Yeah. So it's going to be the person that sees that and flips.
What a great cast we have.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
It's going to be awesome. A great season. Great season.
Yeah.
And speaking of great season, let's segue right into Rodney.
Rodney! Woo!
I'm a salesman hustler.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go ahead. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get his clip out of the way. Here we go.
But at the end of the day, I'm a salesman. I'm a hustler. I've been selling and hustling since I was like 14 years old, so they have no idea what's coming their way. You've seen people from Boston on the show before. Some of them did pretty good, some of them not so good. I may go down as the best person from Boston of all time.
Whoa, best person from Boston of all time? Sorry, dude. That ain't happening. Boston Rob.
You hear that from, you hear that from every Boston person.
Yeah, really.
Every Boston person.
But you almost wonder, does he doesn't know who these players from Boston are, though. He's like, there's players from Boston. Some did real well. Some of them didn't do so hot. I don't know who they are. I just assume. I don't think he has any idea who the other players from Boston have been.
Let me read you this comment. Well, he does, because that's probably the seasons that they sent him, the Boston season.
Well, that's true.
He said, I think this game is all instincts. It's a mixture of instincts and luck. It's like a football game. If it bounces your way, you're going to win the game. You're going to get hit, and you've got to get back up. Note from Gordon Holmes. Rodney had writing on his hand. Gordon says, what's going on with your hand there? Rodney says, I've just got some notes for the interview.
Classic.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Gosh. Oh my goodness. And then I think is he the one, or I guess it was no, it was Joaquin that said he hadn't seen the show and watched some videos, and I don't know. This was not a Shireen type interview. This was closer to a Joaquin interview for me.
You don't think he and Max will be like best buds when the merge comes?
If he's there, Max could take him under his wing and
I'm
use
kidding.
him as a shield. He'd be a meat shield to the end.
I'm kidding. Kelley's like, wow, Dwayne? Really, Dwayne? No, I don't think so.
I'm just rereading his Gordon Holmes interview, and it's just mind-blowing.
You know what it is?
Oh, isn't it?
All right. The note I wrote about his Gordon Holmes thing was this could be a Big Brother interview because there's not really any Survivor in it. That's what I got out of this interview. It felt like a generic CBS because he's the one that was supposed to be on Hero. He was trying out for Hero, and they said you need to do Survivor instead. That's right.
At the end of the day. At the end of the day, he says that a lot, I bet. I bet we hear that a lot in confessionals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the first episode, right, because that should be the only time he gives his first confessionals.
But at the end of the day, Lindsay's my kind of girl. At the end of the day. That's what he'll do. Anything else on Rodney?
He's going to be at the gala just looking at the girls on the other tribes.
He's going to be like, oh, it's my turn? Sorry.
After Sierra shoots him down, he's going to be checking out the other girls. Joaquin's going to look at him and go, no, these are mine. These are mine.
It's going to be like the first, you know, I don't know if you heard this, Kelley, but I was kind of a band director for our little school, first band ever, right, and we're playing at we're playing at a basketball game. These are like first year players, so they've been playing for like 2 months, and I actually, so he's like, but anyway, but I got them to the point where they were good enough to play, you know, like Go Big Blue type thing. My drummer's sitting up on the top. The cheerleaders have a routine for Go Big Blue. My drummer spends the whole song staring at the cheerleaders and totally messing up the song. That's gonna be Rodney right there.
He just has the drool like coming down. He's like, oh yes. Like, okay. He's like, I sleep next to Sierra in the shelter. Like, yes.
Yeah, really. Sierra's like, oh, please, Dan, please come here.
Oh my gosh, Rodney and Dan. Oh, this is good. They are going to butt heads. There is no way Dan gets along with Rodney.
I don't think Mike gets along with Rodney either, though.
No, do we think anybody gets along with Rodney?
I don't know. Yeah, Kelley and they'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I bet they will.
She'll look at him and go, haven't I arrested you before?
I was just going to say that.
Where do I know you from?
He's like, you're at the mall selling Jordans. Yeah, there you are. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I hated that. That story was crazy. He gets kids to buy Jordans from him, and then he sells them out of the trunk of his car. And Gordon's like, are we talking about crime here?
Yeah. I'm thinking, dude. I mean, shouldn't these kids get some? Go ahead, Kelley.
No, Dwayne, go for it.
Gordon's like, shouldn't these kids get some commission? Yeah, make them a turkey sandwich. Here's a turkey sandwich and some Mountain Dew. Shut up and go sit in the pool.
I'll buy them lunch at the Quickie Mart. They're fine.
Yeah. Leave me alone. Sit on the corner.
Oh my gosh.
I
thought that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I could see him telling his stories at the shelter, and Dan and Mike and Kelley looking at him going,
"Oh my God,
this guy get on this show? He was supposed to be on Big Brother. What is he doing on Survivor?"
Kelley's like getting a notepad out. Okay, I gotta arrest him when I get back. I gotta call Boston PD.
Hey, can I get a phone?
We're going to close 18 cases in the first 3 weeks.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. She's going to grab her taser from underneath the shelter and give him a blast.
I don't think she uses the taser for self-defense, but that's another story.
Oh, well, we know Rodney would like that way too much. So.
Oh, yeah. He's like, taser, hey. All right.
Oh, so bad. He's so bad. He's just...
Man.
Oh, Rodney, man.
I would say he's a recruit. Yeah, I would say I would think he's a recruit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wait, is he not the one that said I wasn't even wanting to be on the show?
Yeah, he wanted to be on the Hero. Yeah.
Yeah. They found me.
Yeah.
Have we ever had two such misogynistic guys, so overtly misogynistic at the outset of a season? Ever?
Oof.
I don't know.
Hey, Kelley, do you talk about, I mean, even in obviously the times we don't necessarily see on the edits, but do you ever sit back and talk about, hey, How many times did you apply? When you find someone that's a fan like you, did you ever talk about that? And I could just see Dan saying, man, I applied like 100 times, and Rodney's like, they found me. They took me from one show and put me on your show. And I can see Dan
how
going.
Hustler does it.
And I can see Dan going around to the tribe and going, okay, can we go to tribal council right now?
Yeah. I bought the producer some Nikes.
Got him a turkey sandwich,
God.
Oh, we're gonna get.
This is the last thing. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on Rodney.
Okay.
This is his last 3 sentences to Gordon in his interview.
Okay. Here we go.
I think they picked the perfect cast for me not to fall in love with any of these broads. They're so mediocre. It's not even funny. There's no blank. So I'll be flirting, but I'm not into these broads at all. Like, dude, I don't think they're gonna be into you. Like, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Oh,
So,
Isn't he the one that likes the older ladies? Wasn't he the one that had the teacher or the professor or the babysitter, whatever it was? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You mean all 3? You mean all 3? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Poor
was
Carolyn.
the one.
Carolyn better hope they never merge her thing.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Dwayne, don't tweet Rodney saying feel free to listen to this podcast. Let's
Yeah, I need to take back my cordial.
Oh, Rodney.
Well,
God.
we'll see.
Okay,
Maybe,
let's move on from him.
I'm telling you, he's perfect for Big Brother. That's the kind of people on Big Brother.
Gosh, yes, he is. Maybe it's just all show, guys. Maybe he's not the same.
That would be so cool. He's actually a fan.
Yeah, and he actually loves women for who they are and not as objects. All right, here we go.
Fly.
Let's talk about Nina Porsche.
What a completely different person to talk about.
Are we just moving on?
Oh, wait, no.
Wait. Hold on.
We've got to talk about that blue collar tribe first. Sorry, Kelley, go ahead.
Okay. It's okay. No, I just wanted to find out what you guys thought of that tribe. I know, Dwayne, that you said that you thought a blue collar person would win in the last podcast, so I was curious if you still stand by that.
Oh, boy. See, I don't know if I do
that.
now.
She called you out.
It was a first impression episode.
Because he and I have chatted about this since, and he said, I think I've already changed my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I literally read their bios on the show. But thank you for listening, Kelley.
Yeah. No, I just was curious if your mind had changed after seeing the videos, or if you think there's someone from a different tribe will
Okay, the only person on that tribe I can see winning might be Dan. Lindsay maybe. But I really think white collar. I think somebody on white collar is going to win. White collar.
Yeah, I can't see anybody on blue collar giving a winning speech at Final Tribal. I could see Dan being the most popular, but I don't see anybody from their videos or anything giving. I like blue collar, and I think they do well in challenges as a tribe. But I don't know. I have a hard time finding a winner in that group. I find some early outs. But I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I forgot to play Rodney's clip. Y'all want to hear it?
Yeah. No, I think you played it.
You did play it.
I think you played it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you played it. You want to play it again?
We'll play it again.
Okay.
No. Oh yeah, because he said I'm the best Boston player.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said it.
Sorry. Okay.
And now we're getting a lesson on our chat wing of every player from Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
Mike
K is on our chat wing.
Mike and Wes are going back and forth with all the Massachusetts folks.
Encyclopedia Mike.
By the way, I've met Wes before. We've had a nice chat. So hey, Wes.
Oh, awesome.
Good to see you. He lives in Seattle.
Oh, cool. By the way, those of you who are watching live, hashtag STWDD on Twitter, and we will read your comment on the air. Unless you're, trying to hit on Kelley and get a date. That ain't going to work.
No.
That ain't going to work.
Because your dad's watching. No,
Don't act like Rodney.
Yeah, she's got her eyes on Roddy, man.
Don't go all Rodney on us.
Guys, don't tell my secrets. Come on. All I want is a sandwich and some Air Jordans, okay?
There you go.
A cookie sandwich.
Sit in the corner. By the way, if you're listening...
I bet he's a New England fan.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Well, Tom Brady's the GOAT, so come on.
Yeah.
With a dime piece.
There you go. Not a slam piece, but a dime piece.
I don't know where they got slam piece from.
From your bio, you wrote it.
Yeah. No, that's a misprint. See, I go from Boston to Mexican. No, that's a misprint. I can't ever get my accent straight.
Well, when you write your notes on your hand, no wonder there was a misprint. You probably wrote the wrong thing.
He wrote them in Mexican. That's in Spanish. That's right. He
wrote it in Spanish. All right. Anything else on the blue collar?
Okay, sorry.
Anything else on blue collar?
Moving on.
I don't know. See, now y'all got me thinking about, I'm changing. I'm not as high on the blue collar group as I once was as far as a tribe being successful.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's why I came on, to make you guys reevaluate.
Okay,
Yeah.
you have to come on every season then, so that's good.
Yeah, right. Let's wait. Rodney's the winner this season? Okay.
No, we were saved last season. Keith didn't win. Somebody else didn't win. No, we were saved. Come on.
David, do you have a topic, a mid-tribe topic that you wanted to bring up since last time I didn't give you that opportunity?
Well, I put them in our chat, and I can't remember them right now. The main thing was the 3 tribes. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't.
Well, while you're doing that, let me promote Kelley. She didn't even ask me to do this, but hey, vote for her, Miss Survivor. Kelley.
Whoa! Oh,
All right.
wow! That's a nice little plug. Thanks.
Over on that other podcast, I don't remember the name of it, but that one.
That other one.
Over on Rob Has a Podcast, Miss Survivor. One of our favorites, Andrea, is already Miss Survivor, but she has to relinquish her crown, hopefully to Kelley.
I hope so. Blonde power.
Exactly.
That's right.
Andrea's made it really, really good for herself lately. She's doing really well over there in New York.
She's so cute too.
Oh,
I just want to
She's
squeeze
awesome.
her. She's so cute.
Okay, I do have a topic.
All right.
See, I can't say that about Andrea, or I'm a creepy old guy.
I'll do it for all of us. I'll do it for all of us.
Kelley, Andrea's so cute. I just want to squeeze her, and I was going to go, yeah. Oh wait, no, I can't say that. Next thing I know, there's a restraining order out on me.
Oh my God.
All right, David, go ahead.
The day one twist. That was
yes.
Oh,
yes. The day one twist. I haven't seen, and I even asked a few people that might know, because I obviously don't know, how they're going to get selected. Because if the 12 people that have seen Survivor, if they saw Cagayan and saw how those people were selected, they're going to be very hesitant to volunteer to be the David Samson or to be the weak link. But 2 people are going to get sent what sounds like to the shelter before the rest, and they're going to have to do a joint lie or a joint truth,
which I
where
like.
They choose an idle clue and a small bag of rice, or the David-sized bag of rice, which we'll call the Gonzo bag of rice, for the whole tribe, for the whole camp. So that sounds really neat. I really wonder how they're going to pick them, because some people are going to be savvy. Obviously, Max and Shireen and a few others are going to be savvy to this. But I really want to know how they're going to pick them. But what do y'all think is going to happen?
Well, first of all, who cares how much beans or rice you have? Because according to last season, all you have to do is ask Jeff for more.
Can I say something, please? And I've got the finger up, so you know that I'm about to say
I was hoping this would come up. Thank you, Dwayne.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so this just goes to show that I was on a tribe of people that had never seen Survivor, or maybe a season, because number one rule, you have to ration your food. Like, hello, number one rule, you're supposed to be hungry. So the people that had seen Survivor, me, Reed, and Jeremy, said politely, like, hey, we should ration. No one wanted to listen. Drew and John were complaining every single day. And I was very surprised that Jeff Probst gave them more rice without, like, I didn't think the penalty was that big. I mean, if that's what it would be every season, you take my hammock, then, like, okay, I'm just going to blast through the rice.
Exactly. Right? I think there's a dangerous precedent set. And I don't think we'll see it. Now, we won't see it with this group because they didn't see that season.
Right.
Right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But we might see it with 31 unless, I mean, production's going to have to say up front, look, that was that one season. We're not doing that again. Because, I mean.
Do you think they will? Because you want spontaneity. You want things out of the ordinary. You don't want the same thing over and over and over again. I just think the penalty should have been bigger.
Well, the penalty should have been a lot bigger.
I mean, they should have taken everything and put them back to day one. Tear down the shelter, take it all down, take away everything except what they got on the first day, and give them the rice and make them start all over again. Or else give the stuff to the other camp.
Or you know what I would have liked?
What would you have liked?
If Jeff Probst would have said, okay, I'll give you more rice, but you guys go to tribal council tonight. Because then guess who would have been saved?
There you go.
Me.
Yep.
So that's what I would have liked. But I do think either way, the penalty should have been much stiffer. I felt like we didn't have pillows and a hammock for the first 11 days anyway. That was just like a luxury to have. So when we got that, it was amazing. But to take it away, it's like, okay, well, then it's, I've already done it for 11 days, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd much rather eat than sleep comfortably. I need the food.
Well, you'll sleep more comfortably when you're well fed.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I think other tribes, I mean, if you've seen the show, they I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But.
Okay, so back to the original point.
Okay.
You're there. Let's go ahead and ask you, Kelley, because you have played the game. Let's pick someone from your tribe and say you and that person were sent to the island and you had this choice. Would it depend on who you were with?
Let's see, who should she pick from her tribe? Let's think about who should she.
Not her dad. Pick someone
well,
else.
no, it'd be from her tribe. Her dad was on the other. Let's see. Not Jeremy, because that would be too easy. He knows the game. Oh well, I'll just let her pick. I won't put him in.
Okay.
I have to pick someone? No, but I think that's unfair because I'm obviously going to pick someone that I like.
Right.
Okay,
well, so David throws you with Jeremy then.
Okay.
And you and he have to go to the island.
Well, there's no question. They take the small bag and the idol. No question these two take the idol because they know the game.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, okay, yes, I think that's what you do. But with all these people that have seen Survivor, you're going to know that was one of the options, that there was an idol. So then do you just find two other people and tell them that you two have the idol? Because otherwise, like, the other 4 people are going to know you probably have a clue to one, and they're going to come after the 2 that took the idol clue.
I think the logic of keeping a secret on Survivor is telling one person at a time. I don't think anybody keeps secrets, and the more people you tell, the more trouble you make. So if you get sent to with Drew, I mean, I would think you would get the impression from. Come on, I'm being serious.
Really, David?
I would think you would get the impression that, you know what, I do not want to go play with Drew till the end. I don't trust him already. I feel he's doing the alpha male thing. What would you do in that situation? Would you risk him knowing that you have an idol, or at least knowledge of an idol, or what would you do?
Listen, if that were me, I don't think I would take the idol clue.
Wow.
With Drew. Is that what you're saying? If you were stuck with Drew?
No,
yeah,
she's
definitely
saying...
not if I was stuck with Drew.
I agree.
I think in a tribe of 6, it's too big of a target early on I just think in a tribe of 6, it's too hard. I would not take the idol clue. I don't know. I don't think it's worth the risk.
It's funny because looking at the tribes, if you're on the white collar tribe, I think those people are going to know that you.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to presume you took it, whether you took it or not, whether you brought the giant bag of rice back with you or not. They're going to go ahead and presume and play as if you have an idol. So you might as well get it in that situation because you're probably going to need it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
2 things to say here.
Oh no, we're not finished. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. You got something to say?
First of all, if she and Drew had been sent to the island, Drew would have been like, "Hey, let's wait on the clue." It's just you and me. Right? When are you going to start laying out? Okay, but why not? Yeah, why not take the clue and then say our choice was this bag of rice or no bag of rice and a clue, and we took the bag of rice, so we'd have rice. So you tell them that you made the choice to take the rice or the beans, and that the other choice was a clue with something else.
Because if I'm playing, I don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
And I've seen the previous seasons. They've seen the previous seasons if they're prepared, and I just don't trust anybody. Because who was it? Morgan.
Tough.
Morgan said we got some stuff.
Morgan said something.
for the idol. She said, "Oh, look at this stuff I got for the tribe."
You're quoting Morgan, David. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind.
David, no, we're listening. We're listening.
You're laughing. Okay. You're not listening. You're
laughing. Okay, David.
And to prove my point, I'd like to quote Morgan.
Okay, so we moving on to the next one.
No, okay, David, wait, hold on though. Okay, here's the thing. If it's just you, it's easier, right? Because you can lie about that on your own. If you have someone else, you're also counting on them to either stick with your lie and have the same story, or are they going to go tell somebody else and try and put it on you that you are the one? Like, I think with one other person, it's really, really difficult because you're also counting on the other person and you don't even know them. To stick with,
And that's why I agree that if you're with Drew, you don't go for it. However, you do know there's you know what I meant.
So if I'm with Rodney, probably don't take the clue.
Whose topic was this? Who brought this up? Okay,
if you're with Drew, don't go for it.
If you and Drew are selected to go to the shelter first, you go for the big rice, the big bag of rice, and you bypass the clue because you know Drew's going to want to brag about doing it for the tribe.
Yeah, however, he's the bag about doing it. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
However, now you know there is an idol somewhere, and you find that one person that knows something about Survivor, the Jeremy, and you say, hey, that's the person you tell about the clue, and you're honest with and say, let's go looking for it. That way he knows you don't have it. In fact, I'd show him everything in my bag and say, look, I do not have it. Let's go find it together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tell you how you find it together. This is how you find it together, okay? David and I are on Survivor together. I go look for the clue. David watches the cameraman.
I stand behind the cameraman, yes.
Yeah. And David's like, Dwayne, cameraman's pointing to that rock. Every time you walk away from it, he zooms on that rock.
Whenever you walk the other way, he's biting his candy bars.
This has me so excited because you guys, it is so like that.
I know.
So like that. Because I looked by that dang water well so long on day one. And as soon as I walked away and like kind of pretended to go off in another direction, the cameraman just really let up. And then as soon as I went back to the water well, they were like running. So then I knew. seriously. And the boom mic guy is like running through like bushes, like getting all his laser getting all shredded up, like from all these plants. So I'm like, okay, it has to be. I'm like, dude, the idol has to be here. It has to be here. But I just couldn't find the damn thing. But yeah, you're right. So
why is there a tripod by that rock?
Yeah, the camera's pointing at one tree. There's a spotlight on the tree. But nobody's looking. If I walk over there, everybody goes to their positions. That's what I loved when they did Blood versus Water 1. Hayden was going everywhere. He was looking by the tree, around the tree, and Hayden walks away, and the cameraman points right up into the tree, and Hayden just walks away.
Turn around, Hayden. Turn around.
Hey, could you get up at night and go look for the idol?
Well, you could.
Yes.
Can I borrow your night vision camera, please?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but no one did.
Did you talk to any of the cameramen or like Sherry told us that whenever she went on Survivor, she was very surprised by how cordial everyone was. Like Dawn would be like, "Hey, Bob the cameraman, good morning," and you're not supposed to talk to them. Was it more lax or was it pretty strict?
It was pretty strict.
Okay.
I mean, they were there to do a job and we were there to play. We didn't really.
Apparently Dawn thought they were best buddies. But
she walked up and said, "How's the kids? Are they doing well?"
I don't know if you've ever watched ours. You've got to watch our Sherry interview. It's absolutely hilarious because she's like,
okay.
I thought, I thought this game was really strict, and I get up, and Dawn's like, "Hey, cameraman, have some coffee,"
Sherry said she came back from doing her 15-minute interview because she nailed it. First time through, no cuts, no edits. Then Cochran goes off for 4 hours. And she's like, "What are they talking about?" Now I know what they're talking about for 4 hours. He did all the confessionals.
Yeah. She's like, "Wow, he must be doing really bad confessionals." All right. Anyway, go back and watch
Sorry, we
the Sherry interview.
tangent there. Okay, I will. That sounds awesome. Okay,
we've been on for an hour.
We have a tribe to get through.
We've been on for an hour and 40 minutes, and we've only done 2 tribes.
Yes, but we went off through, and that took us on a tangent. So we've come back.
Let us talk about Nina Porsche.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, Nina, let's find her.
Named after a sexy car.
Ooh.
Love Porsche.
Can I just start by saying I don't know. I'm drawn to this tribe. Maybe I'm a no-caller at heart. I don't know, but I like a lot of people on this tribe. So.
It's Vince. It has to be.
Oh.
There you go. Hey. It's a ball.
Okay, good. Okay, all right.
Okay, so you're drawn to this tribe.
Yes. I just like them. They have a good energy. I just like I like almost everybody. I mean, almost everybody.
I can see that because with the white collar, everybody's going to say no one here is smarter than me. And with the blue collar, they're going to say no one here works harder than me. And with the no collar, they're like, I'm just chilling. You chilling? I'm chilling.
Yeah.
That's I kind of feel that way too because I didn't see any bad vibes in this group.
Yeah.
And from all the vibes, all the comments about Vince seem positive. That guy is so cool with the feathers in his hair, and I'm like, and after his video, and I know we're not at him yet, but after his video, my thought of him went up. But anyway, we'll go back to Nina.
Yeah.
Well, even before we say Nina, if you look at this group of people, you don't see a right away, this guy, these 2 people are going to be outcasts or anything like that. This looks like the most cohesive group.
Agreed. I totally agree with you. Even Nina, who's the oldest person at 51, I think she said she's a housewife or a mom. What is she? Okay, hearing advocate, but I think she also said she was a housewife or something. Like, she's so Monica Culpepper to me. Like, she's totally going to be the mom of this tribe, like, taking care of people. I don't think they're going to look at her hearing as, like, we're going to go after her because she can't hear. Like, I think they're going to respect her.
I wrote down
that helps her.
Yeah, I wrote down One World Monica Culpepper. That's what I wrote down when I went to
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, except I think she'll be better than Monica Culpepper.
Well, she's also going to be on a mixed tribe. It's not just females,
right?
Not just young females that don't really know the game, but it's going to be a mixed tribe of people that I think are also going to have the advantage of not being under pressure. Hey, when you're the no collar and you're not the brainiac white collar or the hardworking blue collar, you're kind of like not really under as much pressure.
Right.
So
it's kind of funny that she's on the no collar tribe and one of her pet peeves is laziness. Now, not that they're all lazy, but they're all kind of like, hey, just kind of chill back. Here's a coconut. How's your chi? All right.
How are you feeling, Vince? Let me play with your feathers. Yeah, that'll be good. There's gonna be like braiding his hair.
Yeah.
So motherly of her.
Yes.
She mentions that to do well in Survivor, you need to sell yourself, which is very, very important. You need to be the friend of everyone, which we've heard before. She did mention though that it's hard for her to hear in groups.
Right. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I agree.
During challenges.
Yeah.
And
that
maybe even around the campfire.
And I think if I'm her and it's really that difficult, I find 2 people I can trust and I share that with them right off the bat.
Yes.
If we get in a group conversation, just include me, but you might have to fill me in later, but I'm letting you know up front. And that's a sign of trust. That's a really big sign of trust that she's sharing that disadvantage that she has in the group situation.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about her?
I don't think she's a first boot at all.
Oh, no.
No, not at all.
It's kind of hard to find a first boot on this group, unless you just go with Vince.
I thought the same thing. It's hard for me to pick someone.
I've
kind of think.
Which means it could be Nina.
I'll wait till we get to him.
Okay.
But having said that, it could be Nina because of her age, because when there is no other reason, they'll go for age.
I think those 3 the Haley, Jen, and Joe, I think she'll be like a mom to them. I don't think she'll be gone first.
Yeah, it also depends on how Will. Speaking of Will.
Well, to finish Nina, I think it's who she feels buys what she's selling the most. And if it's the young people, like you said, then that's her foursome.
Right.
Those 3 young people and her, and that's all she needs. She needs numbers. So I think it's how fast she can work and sell herself and form that relationship.
Right. Is it just me, or is Will Sims
Yeah.
the opposite of Shamar? I mean,
I hope so.
I mean, I wrote, this guy seems to have a lot of personality, and I think he'll be liked on his tribe.
I think he's very likable.
Yeah.
I think if he gets to talk and if he starts laughing, I think he's very, very likable. And like you said, there's not too many people that stand out in a negative way on this tribe.
Right. He's got Spidey sense, according to him. So maybe he'll bring out his Spider-Man outfit and wear it on the.
Did you think Nina was a fan? Did you get the impression she was a fan of the game? I don't remember reading point blank that she was, or with Will.
I don't know.
I think he was recruited off YouTube.
Yeah. Looking forward to those Gordon interviews.
Yeah.
But he's got people skills. He said he could be too nice. He's a bartender is what he claims, but he's also an actor. He and his wife started an acting company in California.
Oh.
So, yeah.
What do you have to say, Kelley?
About Will?
About Will, yes.
Gosh, is this the shortest bio in Survivor history?
Yes.
Gosh, I'm almost confused with Will because I saw the video that he's talking about with the Jay Leno thing, and I laughed my buns off. I thought it was so funny. And so I kind of expected in his interview for him to be a little more like fun and light and goofy, and I just didn't really get that. So I'm not sure like what.
So maybe that's just for the camera. Maybe that's something he just does for the YouTube thing. But
I don't know.
But when you get him in regular everyday life, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either because I thought, wow, he's going to provide a lot of comedic relief. Like, it's going to be fun, keep him around. And then when he was talking about Survivor, he just seemed kind of serious. So if I had to pick a first boot from this tribe, I would probably pick Will.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's my co-first boot. He was one of the two that I could see going. But compared to Vince, I don't see Will doing as well outdoors. It's one of those acclimating to the situation. And
that's because Vince is Tarzan's first cousin.
Exactly. I don't get the impression from Will's bio or interview that he is mentally prepared for Survivor. Even fans that don't get physically prepared, they know what's coming. And I just don't know if Will gets what's coming from only watching the seasons that he was sent on TV. If that's the case.
At the risk, because in our last episode of Who the Heck Are These People, I made a comment that I didn't know who he was. I didn't know about, and without any, next thing I know on Twitter, he goes @Survivor Talk and he gives me a link. So he listened to our podcast, which is awesome. Thank you very much, Will. And if you're listening now, mute for a couple seconds.
Will. No, I do like him though. I do like him. I just,
Well, my question is, do you think this for him is more of an opportunity to, hey, because you can make a lot of money on YouTube, is this an opportunity like, Baylor's music all got released, around the time of Survivor? Is this an opportunity for his YouTube page to go up and not really a Survivor player? What does that mean?
Oh, sorry.
Just tell me what it means.
It means no.
Oh, no, you don't think that's the case?
No, I don't know. I'm so confused by Will. What is going on? I just wanted him to be funnier. Like, I wanted that to be him, and I'm conflicted because he didn't come across the way I thought he would.
Do you think he'd do better in a different tribe? I think he would do better in the blue-collar tribe.
Yeah, probably.
For some reason, I just don't see him in the no-collar tribe. He's I don't know. That's just not the feel I get.
Well, him and Nina both are kind of stretches for the no-collar tribe. I mean, right?
And since you mentioned Nina, just to clarify, Mike K brought up that she is a big fan of Survivor. She goes to all the reality rallies, and she's actually a real estate agent as well. She's listed as a hearing advocate, but she's also a real estate agent. But she is a big fan of Survivor.
How is she no color? What?
I see.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those. They got their 18 and they divided them up.
Yeah. So okay, so we're all conflicted about Will, maybe because Gordon has a way of bringing out the funny in people. So
Okay,
maybe
yes.
his Gordon interview will give us a little lighter side of Will,
Okay.
since the video did not. There is still hope for Will.
Okay. Will, we still believe in you.
We like you.
We like you.
I
Will,
want to see him play.
we believe in Will.
But I think he's on a tribe that's going to mesh, so he might not be in danger right off the bat anyway.
All right.
I think so too.
All right, let us talk about Vince. By the way, Kelley, do you know what the Dave Matthews symbol is? Dave Matthews band symbol?
Not
No?
off the top of my head. Wait,
Okay.
but let me
There's
look.
two.
I don't have his full picture.
There's two.
Well, I mean, it's not actually the Dave Matthews symbol. I mean, there it is, but you can see it.
It's a chicken foot.
It's just a naked woman on his belly.
Oh, it is?
Wow.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, with a dog barking at her, apparently. I don't know. I just can't tell what it is. Anyway,
Are
here
we really
have
surprised by
Vince.
any tattoos he has? No.
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 Wait, is this the coconut salesman?
Yeah, coconut vendor.
Yes.
There you go. So you put on your resume. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just find it funny. He's gonna be right at home. There in the thing. All right. He's a life coach. Did that surprise anybody? Kelley. If y'all can see this.
I mean, what is your definition of a life coach?
I know.
Because doesn't that take some sort of schooling or training? I'm not sure. Not sure if he just made this title up or if he like is it me when I go to the bar with my girlfriends and I tell them like what I think about like what's going on in their relationships? Like I mean, I guess I could call myself a life coach too.
Yeah.
If one person takes your advice, you are a licensed life coach.
Yes.
Yes. Okay
Can
then.
you imagine the girl who goes home? Dad, I'm doing a lot with my life. I have a life coach. Really? I'd like to meet him. Well, see that coconut stand over there? Sorry.
With the feathers? With the feathers?
Yeah. See that guy with the feathers?
Flowing.
See how he's dancing with his coconuts? That's the guy.
Okay, I'm leaving that one alone. Seems able
It's a hobby.
to.
He's a dan. He likes dancing.
Yes.
He does.
Do I have?
Is
No,
this
I don't have a. I will ask.
Is
What
this
is
the Coach 2.0?
Yeah. Oh, see, I don't know. Because Coach.
Not quite so.
No. See, Coach is very intelligent.
He
Okay.
is. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and Coach really is a good soccer coach, and Coach really does know music. I mean, Coach really is those things.
I think his first season he was deceptively strategic. We did not get a grasp at all of how he was playing. We got the side that they wanted to entertain us with.
Right.
Right.
And like the
Is
third
that-
time,
but is
South
that what
Pacific, he was really good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, is that what we're getting with Vince because he's so like kooky and doing all these weird things?
I don't
Or-
get the impression that Vince is Survivor savvy. I get the impression that he's worldly savvy, but he's not Survivor savvy.
Yeah, I can agree
Yeah.
with that.
And because I'd like to have Coach on the show later on in life again, because we've already had him on once, no, I don't think Vince is like Coach.
I think he's more like
I wasn't-
Fabio,
I wasn't
which he
saying-
admits.
I wasn't saying it was a bad. I
No.
was just curious. Yeah.
No.
Coach, it's cool.
Well, okay, so Coach came across as very eccentric, very off, and
Yes.
kind of like out in his own little world. Yeah, I mean, I could see
Right.
him. Yeah.
And that was the only part I was kind of
Yeah.
comparing him to. That's all.
But looking at him, the first
I don't
time
know.
I saw him in Reddit, I would say this guy could come across as intimidating to some degree if he's arrogant at all or just has that way about him. But after his
I don't
interview,
know.
he seemed approachable.
Yeah.
He seemed someone that would fit in, someone that people would talk to, and he got mentioned like 3 or 4 times in those interviews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not as somebody like, oh my gosh, did you see that guy? I'm like, hey, they were like, did you see that guy, that cool guy over there with the hair?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
that's kind of what they said. That's a great first impression when somebody has something somewhat positive to say, even if you don't get to talk to him. So that, to me, his stock went up a few points with that.
Right.
You're right.
Well, again, I can't wait to read his Gordon Holmes interview.
Yeah. I
Can't
totally
wait.
agree with
It's going to be so good.
And
So,
I think it was Jen that said something about him being like dances of wolves or something. So,
Yeah.
and that he would
Right.
feng shui the shelter.
Yeah.
So she already has her eyes on him. So maybe we have
Right.
an alliance already.
Yeah, maybe so. Boy, Jen's a character. I can't wait to talk about her.
I know. I see that you've saved her for last, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, she said
Okay, anyway.
about Vince. She said, "Dances with Wolves is my favorite human being out here." That's quite a line.
Okay.
My favorite human being. I'm sure
Yeah.
you met him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I'm telling you, that's a great first impression to make, because even
Yeah.
with that, like we talked about with the hair straightening for 45 minutes, that image doesn't go away when you get out on the beach. You
Right.
get out there and you're still thinking she's the one that caused us to sit here for 45 minutes to do nothing, even though
Right.
now she's out here with a ponytail and we don't care. She may have just won a challenge, but she's still the person that we
Right.
saw pre-season. So if he's giving off that vibe, that's a really good start.
Yep.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right. Mike K says Vince makes me think of Courtney Merritt from Survivor Panama.
Hmm.
There you go.
Interesting.
Shall
Can
we
you
move
just
on?
picture? Well, just one visual. Can't you just
Okay.
picture Vince? He's like sitting around the fire. The younger ladies are around him. He's like, "So, tell me how that makes you feel."
Yes.
And his like soft little voice, like,
Yes.
Like he might draw them in. He's
Yeah, he
so
might.
weird. I don't think he might.
You know, let's just sit here quietly and let the spirits of the trees come and invade.
Yeah, we're just like free and calm and cool.
See the
Let me
fire
tell you a
of
story.
gods.
Oh,
Now,
Vince
come over
Sly.
Come over here and
Vince
rub my
Sly.
chest with oil.
Okay, so moving on.
He takes a different approach than Rodney, but he gets the job done.
And then he's like, and then just tickle me with my feathers. Okay, it's good.
Yes.
Just on my arms. It's so soft. It's so
Yes.
nice. Okay, let's move on.
Yes, I can't see that happen.
David's not amused by us.
Will and Joe are over there hammering, and Vince is over there going, I am meditating over this corner to make sure that it stays solid.
I'm meditating to the tree, hoping it will fall on its own.
Joe, let's talk about it, Joe. I like Joe. Okay, I have a big
Okay,
star.
Joe.
I have a big star beside Joe. I like Joe.
After the way we treated him at our first podcast,
I don't remember what I said in the first podcast.
he's the one that did the self-coach,
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
got
really.
hard ribbing on the first.
Oh yeah,
podcast.
I won a state championship for basketball my senior year of high school and college. Yeah, that means you were on the team. That doesn't mean you were all-star.
See, at
Right,
least Rodney talked about being captain of the football team.
Yeah.
Captain of the other team.
Rodney's like,
In
yeah,
his own mind.
I slept with the coach.
Oh no!
Did you ever see
I
that
love
movie
that
where the
blog.
basketball player had the coach? Yeah, I did that. All right, let's talk about Joe Hagley.
Oh my god.
Joe is another
Okay.
person that made a good first impression. I think it was Sharon that talked about him and his hair, and he's really tall.
okay.
I didn't realize how tall he was until you looked at the cast picture. He is like one of the tall ones on his tribe.
Yeah, thus the tall Greek-like god.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I really like that he said is he knows it's a numbers game. How many times do we watch Survivor and we get mad at people for not thinking that it's a numbers game,
Every season.
right? Hey, if I get these two people, we can run the game. Really? You're going to vote out the other four? Right? So it's nice to see somebody who acknowledges it.
Don't you mean when Drew said the women were going to take over the men? Oh, wait. That's right. Okay. That's like the Brad Culpepper math. All right, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Joe too, you guys. As soon as his video started, like he just has such a great smile. He has such a good vibe about him. I just really, oh my gosh, I really like Joe a lot.
Do you want his number? I mean, we can.
No, that's not my style. I don't
Oh,
like
okay,
long
okay.
hair. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I'm
you
sure
know.
he'd cut it.
But that's so.
No, I'm
Cut that
just
hair,
playing
boy.
around. I'm just
Since,
playing around.
I know.
since we didn't go into great studying before, moving on, getting back to Joe, since we didn't go into great studying of our things before, I like the fact that his bio took up the whole page.
Yes.
One.
Yes,
I like
me
that.
too.
I like the first impression he made on people because they say he's got a great smile, he's tall, athletic, they like his hair, and
People
that's
person.
gonna put people at ease. That's
Yeah.
gonna make him approachable. Make him likable. I mean, you
Yeah.
want to keep the guy you don't mind staring at for the next 3 more days. And he calls himself a Farmer Joe, MacGyver type guy, but he knows he needs to get them first. Like Dwayne said, he knows it's a numbers game, so he realizes.
Right.
He talks about every season he's watched. So I hope he's a long-time fan. He says he's genuinely honest, and I think that's the physical impression he gives off from his look, but he says he can lie. You need to be able to lie to play Survivor at some point.
Right.
So his stock actually went up for me a little bit after watching his video and reading more into it. I know we gave him a hard time last week, but I like him more now.
Kelley, do you think Joe is Prope's man crush on this season?
Well, if it's not Max Dawson, then it's definitely Joe Englund.
Right.
So, yeah.
Joe's the one. Yeah. Go ahead, Kelley.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll get a lot of screen time. And kind of going back to his bio, I loved how much he talked about the game. Like in Reason for Being on Survivor, why he'll survive Survivor, why he'll be the sole survivor.
Right.
I mean, he gave so many just details about why, and
Right.
I think he's the one person on that tribe minus Jen that actually like gets the game really well. I mean, maybe Nina too, since she's a fan, but I don't think he'll come across as like the guy that knows it all or like he's running the tribe. So, yeah, I think he's Joe. I love you.
Yeah,
I tell you, make him a bartender and he's Malcolm 2.0.
Yeah.
Thus, the producers are going to like him.
Right.
They're gonna go poke him in the middle of the night. We would like to show you rock. Just follow us. Oh, and here's a Snickers while you're waiting, right?
We call this the Malcolm Cam.
Yes.
It used to be the Idol Cam. Now it's the Malcolm Cam.
He looks. There's this little red light on the top of the camera. He goes, "What's that for?" When I turn it on, it points at the rock.
It's
Follow the little.
got a laser on the camera.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to see him looking for the idol because we're gonna get the. Oh yeah, it's right here. We're gonna get that shot.
I would have
right?
never
They're
thought
like,
to
Joe.
look there.
Joe, don't you need to go to the bathroom
Yes.
again?
Yes.
Wink.
Have you thought
Yes, I
about
do.
looking around the big tree?
Tell me your idea of a
Oh.
big tree.
Yeah.
Does it have wide branches?
Or small branches.
Oh, Joe.
Dude, your
Oh, that'll be funny if he gets
Do
the
you
first one.
mind having? Oh no. Do you know you can wash dirt out from underneath your fingernails in the ocean? So you could dig right here just to experiment.
So if your fingernails get dirty. Yes.
All right.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
All right. So we all like Joe,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
David has a man crush on Joe. No, he doesn't. I'm just playing around. All right. Now somebody not hard to look at, Haley Ford.
Ooh.
Oh, my stock went way up on her too.
I bet.
I bet it did.
That's not why.
Did you read anything or listen to anything, or did your stock just go up?
No, she was my favorite video. My favorite video. Southern girl goes to law school to be a public defender. I like her. She's like a dude on the inside. So she's a Tom girl.
Sounds like a Hallmark
Oh,
movie.
she's like me.
There you go. She's like
She's
Kelley,
like me.
David. That's why I liked her.
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and play my my Haley clip.
My strategy is to make a really solid alliance with one person and actually have that guy eyed out. He's tall and blonde, like blonde curly hair. He's a more stoic kind of guy. I can tell he's really smart and his wheels are turning and that we could be on the same level strategically.
Okay, so they get to the first challenge, and Haley says, before we start, can I go to the white-collar tribe and talk to the guy I want to align with? Because he's over there. He's on that tribe. Now, she probably said that before she knew the tribes, before she knew how they were going to be divided. And I mean, I like that she's picked them out and stuff.
How dare you mock Haley?
But you're going to have to convince me that she's going to do well.
I didn't say she's going to do well. I just like her.
Oh.
Okay, what I do like about her is that I can't tell from any of this if she's seen Survivor. I don't know. But she, forming an alliance with one person, you have to have one person you can at least trust.
Right.
And then you can like branch out from there. So at least she's thinking, her wheels are turning. Yeah, it's not going to be Tyler she's with, but maybe it's Joe.
Right.
Maybe she's going to switch gears.
Right.
Well, see, that is one of the things I like, that she did say, okay, I need to find that one person, or as Andy Baker calls him, the one true. What is it, David?
I think he just calls it one true.
The one true.
Yeah. Yeah.
The OT.
Says she'll go until the end on endurance challenges, and she'll play bold moves. And her hobby is jujitsu. My friends, jujitsu is not a hobby. Jujitsu is murder on your body. This girl's going to do well.
Yeah.
And she's from Knoxville, Tennessee. She's not from San Francisco. So anyway, I like her. I think
she likes her sweet. Well. She likes her sweet tea.
I like my sweet tea.
Yeah.
She's a motorcycle gang dude.
I'm all sweet on the outside, but on the inside.
Yeah. A southern girl on the outside and a biker dude on the inside.
I can ride that bike.
Yeah, I couldn't have her drinking sweet tea at Ponderosa. For some reason, I don't know. If Jen gets to play the way she wants to play, I mean, it could be if Nina bonds with the young kids. If she does pull that off, then she's safe. But
okay,
who
do you
is
think about
Joe
it,
going to connect with?
Jen and Haley. They're the youngest people.
Right.
Nina, maybe. We don't really know where Vince fits in here.
Right.
I just see Haley, Jen, and Joe being a tight three.
I agree.
I see Haley, and I think about Allie from Fans vs. Favorites 2, how she got booted early just for being the small female, just for being the weak member of a tribe. If they lose,
yeah.
I don't know. That's just the vibe I get. I don't get a deep Survivor savvy like I do with Jen. Jen knocked my socks off with our interview. I think she's hilarious.
Oh, I know.
I just didn't get that from Haley's bio. Her bio is so short, and I'm sorry. And I think Parvati's one of the best players to ever play, but when you say you're most like Parvati because she's fun and vivacious, and I mean, what about the fact that you're savvy? And she says she's more than meets the eye, always planning, calculating risk, and both strategic and social. I mean, she's got the description right, but pick somebody that's not on the interview channel. That doesn't do all the TV shows. That's not out there in front of you introducing you as the cast of this season. Pick somebody that's not.
David?
Fingers up. Go ahead.
Fingers up. In her defense, I had Parvati in my bio. And listen, I think this original question, and I'm actually gonna go back and look for my application because they take these questions off of your application, and then you're allowed to tweak them. But when you first write this, like a year before you go on, and I don't even think it's worded like who are you most like. I think it's something like who would you want to play like or something. I don't know. I'm just saying because I did it too, so I don't hold it against her.
David.
Just stoking the fire.
You didn't remember. You didn't remember that Kelley put Parvati on her thing, did you?
I had Kelley in Final 3, so I've
That's true.
made my case.
Okay.
She didn't quite make it for it. But anyway.
Actually, David, I think I think you and I both said that Kelley and her dad. Golly, I need to go back and listen to that. But I thought you and I both said that her dad was going to would hamper her game. I think we did say that. But we were also hopeful that it would help y'all's relationship.
Yes. And it did. So.
There you go.
And Mike K has already corrected me. I think I did mean Laura. I forgot the names from Fans. But Laura Alexander got voted out early. She was a small female. She might have been the one that swam backwards. I think she swam the wrong way or something. Remember that? In the challenge. But
she blonde?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, come on. That's a Survivor question. You say blonde. I won't go there. Anyway.
Come on.
Mike K says
the people there.
Production is going to have fun with Vince. I agree.
Oh, yes.
They are. Yeah. There'll be some weird psychedelic 60s music going on or something. And then Joe is one of my favorite players. He likes Joe a lot. Well, we're not. Yeah, okay. We've already talked about Joe. All right, let's move on from Haley. Unless you have anything else to say.
Nope. I think I've already dug
She's
my
not
hole.
first. She's not first off her tribe though.
No.
David thinks so,
No
but
way.
that's just because. That's just David. Survivor Talk with D and K.
Don't forget yourself, Dwayne. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're the first D with K and D.
Survivor Talk with K and D. There you go.
Ooh.
Put the blank in there.
All right. My stock for Jen went way up after watching her video and after reading her Gordon interview. Oh my.
You
Kelly's
love her.
doing the mind-blown thing. Go ahead, Kelly. Let's let you.
Yeah, this girl's awesome. Amazing. I like her Gordon Holmes interview is phenomenal. It's like I
Yes.
never got bored. I was looking through the whole thing. She has been watching Survivor since 3rd grade. Okay, so pretty much since the very first season. Like the only one thing she said that I was a little bit unsure about is that she doesn't really get along with girls. But I think she doesn't get along with girls like Sierra, and I don't think that Haley's like that, so I think they'll be fine. But yeah, gosh, she just seems so fun. Oh my gosh, that tribe, I love the no-caller tribe.
Yeah. Let's listen to her clip. She talks about guys and girls in her clip.
I get along with guys better. I've been like looking at all the players here, and I'm always more inclined, like looking at the dudes. I'm like, oh, I'd like to align with them because I just get along with them better. Girls tend to be kind of, you know, bitchy and paranoid and always kind of doing things. I mean, I'm one of them. That's fine, but I'd rather not hang out with me all day.
I love that. I'd rather not hang around with me all day. See, I think Jen will look at Haley and think Haley's going to be like a Sierra, or what Jen would think of a Sierra, but that Haley will not be like that because Haley's kind of a tomboy too, and so I think that they will hit it off, and then Joe's going to be part of that, and they'll probably bring Nina in, and then Vince is going to be like everybody's going to love Vince. So yeah, Will's first boot.
Yeah, that was my thought process. Yeah.
I hope I remember all this stuff that I'm saying right now.
I hope so too, because you got a few weeks to remember it.
I have to go back and listen
I'll
to this.
remind you.
I think this is one of the best interviews that Gordon's had in seasons.
Yes,
And
bravo.
We've read them all. This was one of the best. She turned it on him several times.
Oh, yeah.
Started asking him questions. And she, in similar fashion to Rodney, forgive me, Jen, for comparing anything you've ever done to Rodney. Rodney talked about himself and not Survivor. Jen talked about everything, a few things Survivor, but everything she talked about, I could see her talking about at shelter. I could see her talking about at camp, talking to people and just carrying on conversations with people and making them laugh. And to me, that's somebody you want to hang around with. It's somebody you don't mind spending time with. And that's if she gets to be that way, if she gets to be like that in the game, I think she's going to be very likable and a keeper for a lot of people. Plus, she's Survivor smart. She's seen the game. She knows the game. All of her answers were yes and no. And I really like that. She wasn't committal one way or the other. You know, Gordon said, do you go in with a lot of experience or do you go in and play it off the cuff? And she gave reasons for both.
Yeah.
And I really like that about her. She's savvy. She's smart. Yeah. She was quick on the fly with his questions. And then she turned around and said, do you ask everybody the same questions? And I just thought that was great. That's on-the-spot thinking. That's savvy. And I look forward to watching her play.
Yeah.
She might be one of those ones that does know who Max is.
Yes.
You know?
Could be.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, just because she's such
I love her attitude.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I love her attitude. She's gonna be so funny. People I would hang out with her. You know what I mean? Like I would go and hang out with her. She seems fun. She's super real. I think people are gonna think, you know, maybe she is lying, but they're not gonna feel intimidated by her. They're just gonna think she's just, you know, just Jen. Like that's just, I don't know. She just kind of like someone I think everyone will click with. I think she has a really good show.
Yeah, Mike K in the chat wing says reminds us she's the youngest of this season. She's 22. If looking at this cast, I would not have guessed that she was.
I would not have either.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, she's not the person that you're going to worry about is going out there washing her hair or worried about her tan or anything like that. She's the person that's going to be laughing in the camp. You know, just going to be helping and stuff because she knows she needs to be social and help people. But at the same time, she's one of those people you're just going to laugh with. I would think.
Yeah.
All right,
Jen?
final thoughts on the no collar tribe.
I like them a lot more than I did originally.
Yeah, me
When I
too.
originally saw them and read them. They've really gone up in my liking.
Well, we already know
Yeah, they're
Kelley
actually,
likes
I mean, yeah, they're my favorite tribe. Yeah, I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, they
And
are.
I also think it's not just about, okay, I mean, yes, you have to be strong, but there are going to be puzzles and there are going to be challenges where you have to work together. And I think this tribe is going to work together really well. Like the white collar, yes, I think that they are strong, but I mean, you look at the brain tribe and they just totally fell apart so many times because they weren't a unit, like they weren't looking out for each other. And I think this tribe is going to look out for each other.
Is there any?
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Is there anybody when you look at this group of 18 that you say to yourself, Survivor God, do not allow this person to make it to the merge?
I mean, come on.
Oh, let me get my highlighter. Hold on.
Okay, we're not going to answer that question.
Okay, it starts with an R, ends with a Y.
I was just wondering.
But that's good that it's not as many as I thought there would be.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
This is
really good.
Cast. This looks like a great cast.
Oh my gosh, there's so many big personalities. I love it.
All right, so off the cuff, give me a final three, one from each tribe.
One from each tribe,
yeah,
final
just one
three?
from each tribe, final three.
Kelley, do you want to go first or last?
No, I can go first. I'm gonna go. Gosh, this is so hard. I'm gonna go Joe. I'm gonna keep it all with guys. I'm gonna go Joe, Dan, and Max. But I like Shireen, so maybe I can't decide.
Oh, now see, we all should have picked ours before, because now that's going to influence me.
Close your eyes, Dwayne. Don't look at her. Don't look at her smile. Just close your eyes.
No, she's already said 3 people I really like. So, I mean, I can definitely, okay, just so that I'm not doing the same thing as Kelley. I was going to pick Max.
It's okay, Dwayne.
I should have gone second.
But I'll say Shireen.
No!
Yeah, and David, you're not allowed to pick the same people. All right, Shireen, Kelley, and Jen.
Kelley. Okay.
Shireen, Kelley, and Jen. Because she already picked the other 3. Now, David, of those 4 that are left.
All 3 women again?
Well, why not?
Dwayne, whoa.
Well, you took
3
Joe
women
and
again.
Dan and Max.
Well, yeah, I did.
So, David,
Okay, David.
from the 4 that are left.
This is like the remainder pile. I got to form an equation. This is like an NFL draft, and I'm picking everybody that wasn't picked. Okay, I can do this.
This is 12th round, David.
I can do this.
12th round.
All right, here we go.
Come on, David. Joaquin, Rodney, and Vince.
Okay, here we go. Carolyn, if I can't pick those.
Good.
Mike, with his grovelly voice that Carolyn's going to like.
My name is Mike.
My name is Mike, and I'm going to win Survivor.
What? Is he Grover? He's Grover.
And
who
did you pick for No Collar, Kelley?
Joe.
Oh, of course you did.
The God.
Don't you want Vince? Come on.
I'm pretty much leaning that way, but I'll go Nina. Nina, Carolyn, and Mike.
All right.
So
We got to mark
mature.
David,
Dream team.
Dwayne.
No, these are not markable because we had to pick different people.
No. This is going to be good. All right. So, just to be clear,
Kelley went first. Be clear about it.
David picked Nina and Mike.
We should have picked one for
Carolyn.
I never should have brought this up. Who brought this up?
I picked Shireen. Who did I pick? Kelley? Yes, Kelley.
Yeah.
And Jen. And Kelley picked Joe and Dan and Max. Yeah. Okay. I like this. All right. First first boots, Kelley. We'll do the same order again just to keep it fair.
No. I go first. I go first. No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm going first. No. Don't start
Hey,
talking.
she's our guest. David, she's our guest.
Not anymore. She's a co-host. She is not a guest tonight. She's a co-host.
All right, first boot. All right, we will flip a coin for it.
No, David, go ahead.
All right, David, go ahead. Kelley's like, I've been on this call for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I know it's still not Friday there. She's getting ready to have dinner. It's Friday over here.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm good.
Like elementary's just now coming on for her, and it's been over for hours for us.
Yes.
All right, David.
Okay, David, go ahead.
It's such a good episode tonight too. Let's see. White collar. I'm gonna go so.
Oh boy. Okay.
Blue collar. Oh gosh, blue collar. Oh, blue collar.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
She's our guest, David. She's our guest. Rodney. Hold on. First boots. David picked so. Rodney.
And all right, I'll leave her alone, and I'll go Will.
No, you wanted Haley. You said Haley before.
All right, I'll go Haley, since that was my first gut reaction. I'll go Haley. I'll leave whatever.
All right. Now, technically, I should go second.
Dwayne, go ahead. It's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, she's been on Survivor. She's got a little more credit than we have.
Last.
I mean, it's not like we're going to use this
against
against each other.
I'm confident in my pick.
It's not like we're not going to use these against each other. All right, here we go. All right. First boot.
Don't you dare take no.
Look at him, Kelley. Smile at him and don't.
Joaquin. Joaquin.
What's the matter? You don't like going last? Oh.
Joaquin.
How did Dwayne get to go second twice? That's not fair.
Shut up. We'll say Sierra. Yeah, I really did get the good end of this stick.
Yes, you
All
did.
right. And I'll pick Will. Wait, did you already pick Will?
Yeah, I picked Will. I picked Haley.
No, you picked Haley. I got
No,
Will then. All right. Kelley, your first boot.
Wow. Thanks,
You can have
guys.
the same three if you want, Max, Stan, and Joe.
Okay. I feel very confident in my.
I will be quoting this, Kelley, on Twitter. Go ahead.
I feel very confident in my first boot choices, given the fact I have pretty much now 3 people from each tribe to choose from. So I'm gonna go with oh gosh, oh good, oh boy. Okay, Carolyn.
Oh, David's pick to win. Nice. So Tyler did not get picked at all. Interesting.
Okay.
He was the Seahawks. You can't pick him.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. What the heck? Okay. Really made an impression on this team. All right. Lindsay.
Lindsay.
And gosh.
That's actually not a bad pick. Lindsay could be first.
Well, gee, I had 3 people to choose from.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess, really, out of the people I've left, I'm gonna say Vince.
Yeah. All right. Enough of these silly games.
Hey, Mike K in our chat link just posted your dad's article, Survivor from Ephrata. That's how you say it?
Oh.
Ephrata recalls.
Survivor from what?
From the E-City place where they live in Washington. Recall scrounging for food, sleeping on logs.
David, did you just say Ephrata?
I said it on Friday. You're still on Thursday, so you heard it with a day delay. That's why it sounded bad.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, no, that's good. It's a tough one. I know. It's a tough one.
So why don't you pronounce it for David and me?
It's Ephrata.
Ephrata.
Oh, really? I missed the A by 50%. A or ah, and you really went off that long on me. Okay, whatever. Kelley.
No, David,
Okay.
I thought it was funny. I loved it. I thought it was funny.
Yes.
I thought it was funny.
I could tell because you
We-
couldn't breathe for a couple minutes.
Listen, we all mispronounced Shireen's name, and I was even calling her Shirin. So it's very easy to mess up someone, the pronunciation.
And no one knows Joaquin's last name, so.
Mike K.
I barely know his first name, so.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually wrote it on my paper, Wahkeen. So I'd pronounce it right. Joaquin. Joaquin. I mean, I don't know what those letters are supposed to sound like, but that's Joaquin. That is not Joaquin.
Wait, Dwayne, is this what it looked like? Hold on. Does it look like
right.
this? Wait, can you see it? Oh.
No, raise it up a little bit.
Wa.
Yes, exactly. Joaquin. That's what's on my paper.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Okay.
All right,
Oh my God.
so.
Okay, moving on. All right.
Hey, believe it or not, we still have a couple people watching.
That's crazy. Mike,
know.
what a trooper.
I know.
Mike, I like
know.
you.
He's West Coast too. He's having dinner.
Okay, good. Okay,
Hey.
I have one question for you. What tribe do you think what tribe would you want to be on if you were playing this season?
Wait, did you ask one question or two? Because I heard.
Just one. Sorry.
Oh.
So what tribe would you want to be on? Not the one you think they would put you on, but what one on these three tribes would you want? Like, who would you want to play with, at least initially?
Right. Okay, yeah, because I'm an 8 to 5 guy, but that's not what you mean. You mean what tribe would I want to be on?
Yeah. Who would you want to play
David,
with?
we can pick the same tribe. This is not the same as the other thing.
Good.
Unless I go first, and then.
So,
all right, I would enjoy Dan is really appealing to me.
okay.
I love being around Dan, but I might shoot myself around somebody else.
Okay.
Jen would be hilarious, and Will would be funny, and Joe, oh boy. Now this isn't who we think we'd last the longest with, or who we would do best.
You asked a pretty straightforward question.
If you were
Which tribe
playing-
would you want to play on?
Okay, if I was
you're
playing,
playing-
I've got to think of how I could go further if I was on this tribe. Okay, I would probably.
Well, I mean, there will be a tribe swap. There'll be a merge. So I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, I would enjoy the no collar tribe better, but I'd probably do better on the blue collar tribe.
Okay. David.
I would definitely pick the blue collar tribe because I'm not smarter than Max, and I'd be worried about Shireen.
I don't want to be anywhere near Max.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
If they
No.
bring out an IQ test
No.
at the camp, I'm burning it because I'm not going to pass it with him around. But I think I would bond with Dan, with Mike,
Okay.
with Kelley, with that group, and I think I could strategically. I could compete with them on a Survivor savvy level, if not do well with that group. There are fans in there, but I haven't seen anything to indicate they're Max fans type level.
Right.
So I think I would do well strategy-wise with that group. However, bonding-wise, I think I would definitely bond with the blue-collar group.
Okay. Cool.
What about you?
Wait, now you said that you'd also want to play on the blue collar tribe, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the group I
Okay.
think I could bond with the most.
So you'd bond
You
with
guys are
them
both
better,
blue
and
collar.
you'd. Okay.
Yes.
How about you, Kelley?
Oh, I'm no collar for sure. I love Jen. I like Joe. I even think Nina sounds really fun. I like Haley. I just think I would get along with those people. And again, I think they're going to have a really close bond. I really do. I'd
They're
rather
gonna
be
have
on
a
that
lot of
tribe.
fun.
There's no way I would want to be anywhere near the white collar tribe. Like, I'm running
No.
away as fast as I can.
Yeah,
Right.
you want people that you're going to bond with immediately because those are the ones you want to trust 20 days later.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Natalie wants her Jeremy. She wants her Boo, the guy that she's going to be able to hold on to as long as possible. So that's who
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
feel the bond
Because
with
if
as
you,
possible.
yeah, because once you make a merge or something, once those initial relationships are built, if you come from a
Mhm.
tribe you don't like, it's very hard to squeeze in, I mean,
Right.
yeah, you can go with a new alliance, but you're going to be number 4 or 5. You're not going to be number
Right.
1 or number 2.
Right. You don't have any foundation there. So you got to build that
Yes.
foundation at the beginning. Yep.
Yep.
You don't want to be an outsider when on 2 levels.
No.
Yeah.
And
No.
and you want to follow Shireen's plan of making relationships with everybody, because if
Yeah.
you do get 3 or 4 tribe mates on your new tribe, then you're in good shape. If you don't,
Yeah.
then you keep working.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Totally.
Wow. What a great group. It's going to be a great season.
Yeah.
Kelly, you're going to
It's
have
gonna
to
be
come
so
on to
fun.
one of our special Sunday episodes when we have a special guest on. You'll have to come on
Oh,
one
yeah.
of those.
Well, you guys aren't bored of me yet after talking for 2.5 hours?
Are
Oh,
you kidding?
God.
For me, it's 2
Oh.
days, but go ahead, yeah.
No, this has been a
Okay.
blast.
No,
This is
my fear is that we're going to get comments like, do you guys have to be on so much? Because she was pretty smart and she knew a lot more than y'all did. And
and she looks better.
No.
yeah,
Yeah,
that hat,
right.
the
Oh my
hat really
gosh.
does it. So.
See, it's so nice. Yeah, it
I
looks
know.
so good. Oh,
And can you, Mike K wants to know if you don't mind saying
Yeah.
a few words about your
Yeah.
pre-jury trip to Costa Rica.
Yeah, it was fun with my dad. I think for both of us, we both just wanted to be in the game so badly that, like, it wasn't a vacation. You know what I mean? I think some
Yeah.
of the people, like Drew, looked at it like it was a vacation, and he was just like partying, and it was so fun. And like for us, we just really wanted to play. That's why we came. We didn't want to go on a 20-day trip, so we made the best of it, and it was fun. But it's it's not what we came to do. So
Your dad turned
it
out
was,
to be much more
it was
enjoyable to watch than I thought he would be this season.
yeah.
Oh man, he was so much. I
Yeah,
was so
he's
disappointed
good.
when he didn't get to last. That was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun
And
watching him talk smack.
Yeah,
You know, when
he's a smack talker.
he would
You
talk
should see
smack,
us
I'd be
during
like,
Seahawks games.
that's like my dad talking smack. This is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
He
He was
probably-
also, I think it's so hard. Like maybe this season he would have done better just based on some of the tribes, but his tribe was so young.
Yeah.
Like Alec, Wes, Baylor, like, ugh.
Yeah.
It was not good for him for day
Yeah.
one, and we
He
said
did
that it
not
wouldn't be.
benefit
But
from the luck of the draw. It was definitely not in his favor.
no, definitely not.
No. No. Well, Kelly, we hope you had a blast.
I did. Oh my gosh. Sorry I kept you guys so long. This was so fun though. Thank
But
you.
it's not that bad. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, David, you're not like 90 years old. Come on.
Yeah.
You're not Rudy.
Look,
Like,
Just kidding.
come on now.
I'm getting ready to go on Netflix and finish watching the show I'm watching right now. So I'm good.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm about to go produce, so that'll take me a little bit. But hey, it was a lot of fun having you on.
Is that what you're calling
Yeah,
it
thank
now?
you so much.
Do what? Shut up, David.
Did we get any questions, or people just don't like me?
Well, we don't have, we don't have thousands of people watching us, so we don't have a.
Kelly goes, you
ton of-
don't? You told me.
Yeah. So, but no, we don't have any more questions on Twitter. But keep in mind, only people that are watching live know that. So during the show, like throughout the week, you'll see a question show up from someone going,
I
"Oh
know,
wow,
right?
if I post."
I know.
Yeah, because he'll post this link on our Facebook group, and then you'll start getting more questions.
I hope Rodney doesn't listen.
We're not tweeting Rodney anymore.
No, I'm not.
We are untweeting.
Take it back. Take it back. Oh,
Yes.
Rodney. Anyway, okay. Yeah, thanks
right.
you guys. This was really
Well,
fun. Thank you.
tell all of your Twitter friends how much fun you had, and that they need to download us and listen to
Oh, I
us
will.
and have a good time. We do want to thank you for coming on, and we also want to thank all of our monthly patrons. You are one of those. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
Pretty awesome. And
Yeah,
thanks.
You guys are awesome.
And thanks for
Sorry.
shopping Amazon. Follow us on Twitter. Kelly, what's your Twitter handle so they can follow you?
Oh yeah, it's at Kelley Wentworth. Very easy. It's Kelly with an EY.
Yeah, Kelly with an
That's me.
EY.
Kelly,
Is there anything else you want to promote? Anything else you want people to know about?
Are you going to any of these reality things or doing anything?
I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I haven't decided.
Are you trying to get on another season?
Oh yeah. I mean, if they called
Yeah.
me tomorrow, I would go. But you know how that goes. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, join our Facebook group. Kelley is also a member of our Facebook group. Facebook.com/group/Survivor Talk. And music for tonight's show is High by Lecrae off his album Rehab. And no, it's not a bad song, y'all. It's a good song. So thanks again for listening, everybody. That is all I got. Do not hang up yet, Kelley, when I sign off.
I'm
All
done
right.
with you guys. I'm done with you guys.
That's
You
all
didn't
I
give
got.
me
How much?
my first boot pick, so I'm out.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There you go. Thanks again for listening, everybody.
I got one last question.
Oh.
Kelly, what's the final score Sunday?
Oh, man.
Oh,
What's going on Sunday?
Dwayne, you
Wait,
just
you are
lost
booted. You are booted.
so many points. You were the first off my tribe. All right.
Hey, I said the same thing, so I agree with you.
Okay. Okay, the score. Wow. Well, I mean, you have Tom Brady, but then you have the best defense. So, I'm just gonna go 20. Oh, that's really high. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. 24. 17. Seahawks, obviously.
Oh, okay. Seahawks. Okay, we just want to make sure. Seahawks.
I'm going 30-23.
Is anybody
Ooh.
picking New England to win?
New England.
Or
Jeremy
whoever.
and Val.
Whoa. What, David? Did you hear what David said?
No, what did he say?
What was that
What
again,
did he
David?
say?
What was your score again, David?
30-23.
30-20.
And who did you say was going to win?
New England?
Wait. What?
Get that flag down.
Wait.
No. I wanted to get the reaction because that's the reaction right there. No, I picked preseason. I picked New England over Dallas because of the way they were playing, but I don't see how anybody can beat the Seahawks right now with the way they go through the playoffs. The Seahawks playoffs are not the same Seahawks from this season. So the Seahawks are too. Don't even put that nasty gram up there. I know.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
Just gotta say something.
Put it up there again. I have you on the screen.
I think I just got booted, is what she's saying.
No, she wrote.
No.
All right, I
And
think
it's on the back of your map that you made with all the tribes. I forgot to say that No Color, they're like all from West Coast. I think that's also why I'd want to be on No Color.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, my
Okay.
new pick is 30-23 Seattle, and I think there's going to be several defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
Is anybody picking New England to win?
There are some
Jeremy
people.
and Val.
Oh yeah.
And Rodney. And let's look at the map
Joaquin.
here.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Rodney.
Joaquin.
And Dan. And
And Trish.
And that's it.
Yeah, there's a lot. All the people from Boston.
Oh, crazy
So
people.
we were pronouncing his name wrong the whole time. It's Rodney. That's how you pronounce
It's Rodney.
From Boston. All right. Oh man, what fun! What fun! I hate to say goodbye, but we have to. So that's all I got. How about what are you doing now? What is she
I'm
doing?
writing notes on my hand for later.
Yes, there you are. All right, that's all I got. How about you, Kelley?
Nope, I'm out. Thanks, you guys.
All right. How about you, David?
I think I'm done.
All right. See you, everybody. All right. Do not hang up.
I won't.